I believe we are live, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday! And y'all know what time it is. It's also Valentine's Day. Or Valentine's Day, as we say over here at CtrlAltCrit. Happy Heart Day, everyone. Much love from the Crit fam. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll give everybody a couple minutes to come on in and do some early housekeeping. So we haven't done one of these showcases in a little bit. Time has passed. The passage of time has been better to some folks than others. I've grown a beard since then. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't have one during the Chill Penguin stream. I don't remember.
I think you grew it, shaved it, grew it back.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, tonight is going to be one of our 21XX stage showcases rather than our usual combat jams. So instead of going up against various NPCs, we're actually going to do a proper module for the system itself. Yes, Maestro, that is in fact a Susie, teasing a little bit of new art for 0.6 very early at Ronan's request. So we're going to have a little bit of fun showing off some new stuff tonight. We're actually going to have a few announcements after tonight's session, so you guys stick around for the festivities and the fun stuff, but then I'll get into the really cool stuff that you're probably going to want to learn. But for those of you who have never watched any of these videos before, coming in for the first time, welcome one and all. I'm Sean. I am the lead developer and general crazy man when it comes to 21XX, the Mega Man X tabletop RPG, which is a tabletop role-playing game set in the classic Mega Man and Mega Man X eras of video games. This game is technically era-spanning. It does cover multiple Mega Man eras outside of just the X series, or just the classic series, but for those who are wanting to engage and get in with the series or with the game for the first time, and I will say this multiple times so you guys are aware, free to download Foundation Guide, free to download at www.21xxrpg.com is about 3 games worth of material. You can find content from Mega Man 1, Mega Man X1, and Mega Man Extreme, with a couple of extras thrown in. For those who are fans of the series and want to be able to experience Mega Man in a way that you haven't before, along with friends, no less, 21XX is definitely the way to go. It's a really fun, tactics-based, team-based kind of RPG. And if you want to also, if you want to create your own robots from scratch, you can in the system. If you want to play around with some of the various NPCs or enemy types in the system, you can too. And if somebody just wants to be able to play around in the game and play as X or classic Mega Man out of the box, you absolutely can. So we hope you guys will check that out if you have not done so already. I know we have a lot of people in chat that are willing to, that have folks checking in alongside with them in their play groups to kind of tease this game. Perfectly fine. This is going to be one of those types of videos you can refer back to for new people that will explain aspects of the game. Generally, I do so during any of our showcases, so that includes Central Highway, that includes the Snowy Mountain stage. I will be doing it again for these guys. We've all heard it before, but it's always good to have a refresher, and we actually have 4 very excellent, very dedicated veteran players tonight, some of which run these games on a regular basis. In fact, one of the folks on our team today actually ran this module yesterday in our public games section of our server. So if you have not joined the CtrlAltCrit Discord and you'd like to be able to talk 21XX, ask questions about the game, you can actually get to it from the 21XX RPG website or from our website at CtrlAltCrit.com. You can see our website there at the bottom. You can type it in. It'll get you where you need to go. That being said, I think we've done all of our opening logistical stuff. Let's go ahead and introduce our players for tonight, and then kind of get into what we're planning to do today. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you can probably also see what we're doing. This is the Launch Octopus Showcase. Pretty Lady! Yes, it is. Pretty Lady done by a fantastic artist, no less. Good to see you, Sprink. Much appreciated for all the fantastic work you do, including with the amazing art. As well, let's go ahead and introduce all of our players from top to bottom. So,
Are you supposed to be streaming this?
Yes, I am, and I have not done that for you guys.
Okay, I was wondering.
Shenanigans.
Can you see?
We can see.
You can see too.
I
You can see
can
too
hear.
well. I'm actually
Fair
going to go ahead and set it to 1080p instead of source. Otherwise, we'll be chugging like crazy tonight.
Oh, my boy!
So let's go ahead and introduce all of our players from top to bottom on the Discord. We're going to introduce ourselves, of course, who we are as people, and then talk about just, stuff you like in tabletop. What's your favorite Mega Man game? And then we'll introduce your character a little bit, but get more into it as the game actually starts. Are you guys cool with that?
Yeah.
No.
Cool. So...
Oh my god, no.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So let's start with the person right underneath me on the Discord call.
Hi, I am Beast. I enjoy Mega Man a lot. It's fun series. My favorite game, I'd say, I don't know. I think like 7. I guess it's the first thing I'm thinking of.
MN7, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And the I've been scrambled because I've been trying to get a job. This one who does have a job is Saki. She's a navigator.
It's true. I actually think you're the... are you one of the first navigator characters we've had on stream?
I think so, yeah.
This is actually kind of monumental. Now, yes, one of the things that you can play in the 21XX system is you can be the navigator characters that are usually on base doing work alongside the main hunters. You can go in as a combat navigator. That is something you can also do in the system, but generally, if you want to just work on base, that is a thing you can do. And you can affect the gameplay, the gameplay loop in very unique ways. Give us some general details about Saki.
She's a friendly sort of lady. She was kind of built as an early experimental combat navigator, though that won't be shown off as much in this one because I think I just gave her like 1 power in this in her in the specific sheet.
Sure.
So she's gonna be like on base. So you'll see that. You'll see her do stuff.
The one benefit to that tonight, I suppose, is that that reduces the amount of active players on the battlefield, which is good for bosses sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily a bad thing. Welcome all to all the new people coming in on Twitch chat. I also am not watching Twitch chat, so if one of our wonderful players could do that, I would appreciate this.
Yeah, I got it on another tab just in case.
Much appreciated. I just have a lot to manage at once, so. But thank you for introducing yourself. Next in the line.
Is this how you honor the 6th house and the tribe unwarned? Hey everyone, I am Cobalt. You know me. You are probably sick of seeing me. I am a playtester, occasional voice actor, and also operator. In fact, what Sean said earlier about one of the players showing off this game, eat me. Hi, eat me.
It's true. You've had more experience with Launch Octopus right now than I have.
Yeah, no. I mean, you were playing.
Yeah, it's true. I suppose.
You were just chaos.
One day we'll talk about the legend of Mr. Tuttles, just not today.
I am the local Percana simp. I am the local Mega Man X Command Mission fanboy.
I thought the local Persona simp was Sean.
I mean, look.
We
look,
can
it's
share,
everyone.
okay?
Hey, yo. Fair.
You
I'm
don't
the
know how to
Ferrum
share.
simp.
The fuck are you talking about?
But yeah, I'm a huge Command Mission fan. I'm a huge Star Force fan. I have been a huge fan of 21XX. It's my favorite Mega Man game, bar none. And tonight, I am playing, you know
You can't just steal my lines like that.
I look. I didn't see any. I licked it. It's mine. Playing ground
First,
rules.
I'll have you know, that's my husband.
I
Let's move on. Who are you playing tonight, Cobalt?
if you've seen the holiday stream from last year, you might know him. I am playing a Glacial Orcness of the Polar Legion. He is a giant orca. He's usually keeping an eye on how the environment is, any drastic shifts in the environment, any drastic shifts in like ice flows and stuff. And he is currently dating a certain character here, who I will not say. Watch the goddamn stream.
It's true. Now, while the holiday special technically exists post X1, I am allowing this headcanon and the other stuff. You are, in fact, dating a character who just so happens to be in this, like, in the room you'll be starting in today. So we'll get to that when we do. It'll be a good time. But yeah, also, and as we mentioned earlier, Cobalt is one of our awesome public operators. So if you ever get a chance to run a game with him on the Discord, definitely do so. He is a lot of fun. I always try to every chance I get. He's one of my favorite operators to play with. So high praise for you.
You're gonna make me tear up in the club.
Yeah, no, so chat says it's on. It's permanently on the video forever. We love Cobalt. There we go.
God, fucking Maestro, damn you. Draenor, you too, how dare.
Alrighty. Next in the order. Autumn at you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Had a mouthful of brownie. My name's Autumn.
Yeah.
Do you
That-
need more?
Whatever you feel like tossing. I said introduce yourself a little bit, talk about just your experience with Tabletop or Mega Man, and introduce your character for tonight.
Okay, all right. My experience with Tabletop started with Sean in high school. We don't need to get into the details. We're married now. Let's just put it at that.
Only took 16 years, don't worry about it.
Listen, it was only partially my fault, okay?
A little bit.
I will be playing. My favorite Mega Man game is 21XX. That was my line first. Anyways, playing the most canon 21XX character. Marriage is temporary. Clearly, you haven't seen our vows, buddy. I would know. I have them painted and sitting on our wall. Anyways, Valentine is my boy, and this is his day, so of course he had to be here.
Of course.
And you're all going to love him just as much as you hate him.
Valentine, I believe, is a member of the 3rd Deployment Corps.
He's definitely a doctor.
Yes,
Of sport.
that's true. You're actually probably one of the few customized and non-mass-produced doctors currently in Hunter Base right now. So it makes you a little more special than the rest of them. And this is technically a non-canon appearance because canonically Valentine doesn't appear in 21XX proper until the X2 intro stage in the module series. So we're
Right before the blip.
Yeah, well, a couple games before the blip. That's true. And by the blip, she means erasure. Play Extreme 2 to find out more.
Because
Yes.
he was created during the first Rebel Wars.
Ah, God. Yes, I'm aware. We're gonna be back to those eccentricities all over again. It's good to play with you again, Valentine. After all these years, it's like coming home again.
Listen, Lord X and Lord Zero don't have anything to say about it, so it's fine.
I mean, Sean, we have to ask.
Yes.
You got to see Chef yesterday, and now you get to see Valentine.
I missed Chef. Okay, I really did.
You didn't miss Valentine?
I play with Valentine more often than you do.
Hey, we're not talking about the bedroom.
I think he was in the last showcase too.
He was.
Oh. But it wasn't me.
It's true. It wasn't you. And our last and probably potentially most sane character tonight.
Debatable.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Hi, I'm Ronan. You will have seen me on here before. I have my handheld gaming series, Backseat Gaming. But today, I will make chat mad because I'm going to say my favorite Mega Man game at the moment is Chip Challenge.
How dare. How dare.
Hey, we just got Norm. We're going to be rocking that chip for a while, okay?
Fair.
I'll keep doing bombs only again soon.
And tonight, I am going to be playing Chap. Chap is part of the 6th Naval Armada. And is a Susie. It is an underwater Susie for tonight.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Neat. We'll get, again, I appreciate introductions. We'll definitely get into a little bit more of the meat and potatoes of each respective character. I know we're all robots. That doesn't make sense, but it's fine. See Susie! Yep.
There we go.
The chat's digging it. We're gonna go ahead and, I could probably actually do introductions proper if I, maybe open the module. That might be good. That would probably be a really good idea.
So chat, random question while we wait. If you had to give a Valentine to any Capcom character, who would it be? I'm picking the lady from God Hand. Why? Because I'm probably the only person who remembers God Hand.
I answered this in chat on our Discord earlier, but I'll answer it. Nina from Breath of Fire 2. She's very pretty. Also has a bit of a dark backstory, which I really like.
Maestro saying Cyber Elf X specifically he needs it. Wild Tornado saying take a wild tornado guess, which I'm going to assume the tornado is replacing a swear.
I mean,
No, that's their name.
If it's not Top Man, then it has to be Tornado Man, right? No, I'm joking. No, it's Sage Harpuya, absolutely.
Hell yeah. First Zen, Leviathan. Wow.
Levi saying Levi surprising no one. Yeah, no, for sure.
You can get one.
If I had to pick a Mega Man character, it's been fluctuating lately, but I did stand by it in chat, so I'll say it. Cobalt can have Bracana for a day. I'm perfectly fine with Lair. That's about all I'm going to say of that. Let's go ahead and get into the actual session proper.
Wait, you don't want to know who mine is?
Who is your which Capcom character would you want a Valentine for or be Valentines with?
Jill Valentine.
Jill Valentine
Ooh.
makes sense. Yeah, all right.
Something Jill sandwich.
What Mega Man character would you hook up with?
Well, that's a dumb question.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it Zero?
Zero.
It's always
obviously.
Okay.
I want to braid his hair.
We're getting there.
God damn it.
Really? Hey, shut the door.
Oh shit! Give me. I can't.
To commemorate the day, I have my model kit of X and Zero giving each other the smooch.
As it does.
Yay! I love it.
Let's go ahead and set the stage, guys. We'll give the introduction of the game in particular as well.
Also, you're lucky Sean didn't hear that.
I'll probably go back in the VOD and watch it later. In the year 21XX, robots with the ability to think and act for themselves have been created. They are dubbed Reploids. As human and Reploid societies integrated, spread, and prospered, so too did criminal incidents involving Reploids. Oops. Any Reploid that is considered irregular, erratic, sadistic, or have insane behavior is dubbed as Maverick. A little bit of details for those who have never heard this term before. Maverick was originally a buzzword that was used by the media to talk about Reploids that would go crazy and do stuff that would harm other humans or robots or the environment in general. So, it eventually did become a brand. We're not there yet. Effectively, Maverick is still being used as like a designation beyond the term of what it just evolved from. To combat this new wave of crime, a special investigation and security organization consisting almost entirely of Reploids was founded. They are the Maverick Hunters. Led by Sigma, the most advanced Reploid to date, defective and criminal Maverick activity slowed mere months after the Hunters' inception, and it seemed as if the situation was finally getting under control. Or so it would seem, because things are about to get a lot more complicated. The first chapter of the Mega Man X saga is in your hands, and actually, I'm going to ask a question to Ronan specifically.
Hi there.
I was considering before we started tonight to make this a continuation of our Chill Penguin saga.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I think that could be interesting.
Okay. So by that point, we're going to say that X has already gone through the Central Highway and Chill Penguin stage respectively. So unlike the rest of you guys that are starting at Milestone 1, one of your party members is going to have a little bit more juice on their character sheet. You guys will not be part of that because you guys would have been doing different things at the time, if that makes sense. But figured I'd ask, and that'll make things a little more interesting this evening. Today is June 4th of 21XX. If anybody's curious about the year, it is going to be the year 2116. A cold, chill wind stirs, and the sunset continues its descent, its basking orange glow giving way to darker red and pink hues. Coupled with the smoke and flames scattered throughout Able City, a dark purple shroud can be seen in the sky. Maverick Hunter Headquarters is in turmoil.
Can I wear it?
No, I would not recommend it. Sigma, we talked about Sigma earlier, the most advanced Reploid to date, the big guy who was leading Maverick Hunter Base. Sigma has declared a Reploid rebellion against humans, insisting that now is the time for the most advanced race on the planet to lead Earth into a bold new future. At some point, Sigma decided he was going to meet with his subordinates in secret and start sowing the seeds of rebellion. He counseled those closest to him to defect from the Hunters and urged them to challenge those who would oppose his supremacy. All humans and Reploids that would defy Sigma's rule will be crushed, and currently his forces have occupied much of the Arcadian city-states, and strategic points have been captured by various subordinates formerly under his command, which are now branded as Mavericks. After a couple of encounters, such as against the traitor and former 17th Elite Hunter Vile on the Sector 19th Central Highway, and then, of course, an encounter with the former Lieutenant Commander of the 13th Polar Region, Chill Penguin, up in the South Wales Ski Resort area. Interim Commander Zero has taken an attachment of hunters to recon as much information as possible about Sigma's in-construction fortress. Seeing potential in the B-class recruit, Mega Man X, after having a few victories under his belt now, he has tasked him with assigning and leading a specialist squad to wipe out the remaining units spread across Arcadia. Until further notice, Comms Unit Chief Navigator Carol will provide insight and have interim command. Pro tip for Saki, who is in our party right now. Chief Navigator Carol is your commanding officer, on top of course, now being interim commander for right now. So generally, if anything happens in the chain of command, you defer to her first, normally. Now you have to do it doubly so. But she's your CO, so she's your boss, don't piss her off, so on and so forth. All remaining personnel that are still loyal to the Hunters have been called in for an emergency briefing before they scramble out to protect and serve. Unfortunately, for every person in this party, I'm going to say Saki included, so Glacial Orcanus, Valentine, Chap, and Saki, today, right now, is your first on-duty assignment, whether on an assigned contract or, assigned on-duty work with the Maverick Hunters. You will be assigned to a specialist team alongside X to defend Arcadia, and how you carry yourself in this mission could impact the very future of the Maverick Hunters. So, no pressure, don't screw it up. Always a good time. a few questions for some of our buddies over here. Glacial Orcanus, we talked about the fact that you have a sweetheart.
Indeed.
Your sweetheart happens to not only be one of the other navigators in the group. We'll actually point her out over here before everybody gets the chance to meet her proper. It's our girl here, Ambrose. She is
shit, that's huge.
She is also, or Ambrose in particular, and one of our other party members don't get along. So, do you have an opinion, better or worse, for Saki, potentially colored by Ambrose's work ethic or anything like that?
I'm choosing not to make a choice until I meet them.
Okay.
But if I'm put in a situation where I have to pick between the two, I mean, my loyalties are to Ambrose.
Got it. So you're an analloid. You would have been around, technically, the longest you could be at this point active is about 8 months. How old are you?
About 5 or 6.
Okay, so, at least half a year. You've got more under your belt than most Reploids. Why didn't you defect when Sigma basically rebelled? What kept you in?
Well, I mean, aside from loyalty, frankly, I just don't buy it. I mean, yes, Reploids are, in a sense, better in some ways, but humans are more adaptable, and if it wasn't for humans, we wouldn't exist. So, realistically, I have no qualms with them.
That's an acceptable statement, and I appreciate it. Do you have any hobbies?
Well, it's kind of hard to do considering, I'm usually in the Arctic, but I do like to draw occasionally.
Go ahead and add a point in perform artwork to your character sheet.
All right.
Just for funsies. Valentine. Same thing as like Analloids as well. You've only technically been active for, or could be as active for as long as 8 months. How old are you?
2 years.
You can't be 2 years old! You cannot!
I've been alive since the Rebel War!
Yes, we are in X1. We are at the beginning of the Maverick War.
Oh my god, I haven't shut down yet?
No. We haven't gotten to that point. It could be today.
Oh my god!
This means
you guys get actual sane Valentine. You told me I was playing Valentine. You didn't tell me I was playing pre-Rebel War Valentine. That's a completely different matter.
Oh.
Damn it, I shouldn't have drank.
This is fine. So how
And we can just pretend Valentine's also drunk.
it's fine.
Yes, I got the special oil, guys.
Oh shit.
Within the last 8 months, how long have you been active?
8 months.
Oh, so you were fresh off the assembly line like when Reploids were introduced.
Sobertine, do not!
Sane Valentine, I'll need to hear the lore later.
Oh baby, I've got some lore for you.
Oof. Get it all up in there. Valentine, do you have any hobbies outside of helping people?
Oh yes, I love watching action films. That never changes.
What is Valentine's favorite action film?
Oh, currently? The Furious 532.
Fast and Furious. It's all about that family. Okay, I gotcha.
Oh, they've extended it to adoptions now. It's delightful.
Perfect. This is everything I expected. All right, chap. You're a mechanaloid, correct?
Correct.
Wait, you didn't ask me why I didn't join Sigma.
I didn't because I was gonna move on forward. But yeah, sure. You can always tell me why didn't you join with Sigma?
He has an ugly chin.
Yeah? You don't like the cut of his jib. Got it. Understood.
He looks like a Diglett.
Chap, how programmed are you? If you don't mind me asking?
That's a question that's personal,
That's
sir.
definitely a question. Decently.
Do you
Like I've been operating underwater for a while.
Okay. Do you have did you work with Launch Octopus prior to this?
Yeah, I'd say I have. Not like closely, but in a few projects.
Okay. I'll actually say that your normal like commander generally, or like the person that you defer to, is not Launch Octopus in fact, but one of his brother units, which would be Volt Kraken.
Okay.
He's the person that you generally report to in most cases, and as
He's
well,
Crack-a-Lack.
as we'll get into, probably the person you're going to refer to in conversation with the this armada going forward. As a mechanoid, you could be a lot older than how these guys have started out. How old are you?
So I'm going to answer that with not a number. The CHAP is not my first designation, it's just the most recent.
Yep.
It stands for Computerized Historical Aquatic Protector.
Oh shit.
That's cool. That's interesting. Yeah, so just you've been around for a while then. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most
Oh
interesting.
my god. Were you one of the buoys in that Brendan Fraser adaptation of Journey to the Center of the Earth?
No one ever says that, and yes, I was.
Excellent. I love it.
So you're best friends with a Colton. Got it. All right, understood. Movie stars, gotta love them.
I do.
Well, no, I was an extra. I was like near the set. They just said, "Hey, you want to get $50 today?" Yeah.
Mode.
You don't even get
So worth
royalties.
it. You got to be
No.
on something with Brendan Fraser.
Not
He's
even
like a god.
don't even have an IMDb page. It sucks.
That's beautiful.
IMDb is overrated. You're good.
Saki, how old you be?
Well, I had it like put down as like early experimental. That was like relative to Stream 2, so she's like probably like 1-2 months old.
Yeah, you are the littlest of baby boobops at this point.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
It is actually illegal.
Let's not go there. So I mentioned a little earlier that
It's legal enough to work on this that it doesn't count as child labor.
Listen, the Rebel Wars are not the true dichotomy.
I am going to strangle her every time she says it. It drives me nuts. Valentine dies today.
Nah, he just shuts down.
Okay. So yeah, you've been working not very long then, I would say. Like, obviously recently constructed, went through evaluations. So basically, like, again, yeah, it makes sense that your first day on the job is literally when Sigma goes nuts. The only reason that Ambrose over here does not like you in particular, by the way, is because she had to do your evaluations. And as we all know in 21XX, Ambrose hates to do work, all right? She wants to just kind of do her own thing. She wants to spend time with people that she cares about. She wants to go on breaks. She wants to hang out. She is incredibly cannot stand the tedium of her job. She wishes she could be doing other things. So you are directly in the way of that by your very existence. And that's why Ambrose doesn't like you.
Man.
Don't worry about it. It makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
Beep boop. Okay, is there any hobbies that you have developed within your 1 to 2 months being alive?
Not yet.
I just have the day-to-day. This is all I have. Navigating is all I have, guys.
At least download Pong, for God's sakes.
Oh, it'd be a good
You
time.
have Uno, it came free on your fucking comms unit, Greg.
I have the oldest comms unit known to man.
One final question for everyone. Does anybody here have anyone that they look up to as your characters? Glacial, let's start with you.
Well, I did. It was my commander, Jill Penguin, but, yeah, don't meet your hit. I mean, he gave me my special weapon. But, as they say, you should never meet your heroes.
Hey, so you and X start with Shotgun Ice today. That's cool. Neat. Valentine, do you have anybody that you look up to?
My doctor.
Oh, your creator. Got it. Did you ever actually make a name for the doctor that developed you?
Yeah.
What's the name of your doctor?
Dr. Simone Francois.
French. Very French. That makes sense, kind of. You're a very romanticized kind of character. That I get it. I like it. Cool. Chap, anybody you look up to?
I don't believe so. A lot of working relationships. Seen a lot of mechanoids come and go, so it's hard to form some connections at my age.
Understandable. God, you're like the grizzled old bastard.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Chap is so small he looks up to everyone.
Fun fact, Chap is actually medium-sized.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I actually should make him a little bit bigger. Here we go. Big Susie. Saki, you're still new. Anybody that you look up to?
Carolyn Ambrose, she does not notice the animosity at all.
Oh, that's very sweet. Oh, that's I am down for this. Okay.
Ooh, summer child.
So Saki, because you, I assume you're so new, you live on base? Like, you basically, yeah, okay. Good old contract jobs and a place to sleep. You get a place to charge. Do you have a solar core, by the way?
I think it's lithium.
Oh, cool. So you have a butt charger. Got it. So you don't really need a pod to sleep. Wonderful. You could probably just chill literally and recline in your navigation area. You don't even have to leave if you don't feel like it. But for our 3 other members, for each of you, we're going to get you guys to Maverick Hunter headquarters. Standing 38 stories tall, Hunter HQ is located in the middle of Sector 1, Block 3A. Those who have watched these videos are probably familiar with this statement. With an almost translucent cerulean sheen and a striking triangular glass roof nearly spear-shaped and looming overhead, Hunter Base, normally, would stand as the reminder of the collective human and Reploid achievement. It's a little bit more of a bad reminder right about now, given what's going on. You guys have had no time to waste because you have been requested immediately for this emergency meeting. You dash past the receptionist area and you make your way to the northeast to a trapezoidal gap which leads to the even floor elevators. When you're at Hunter Base, you go to the left side, all the odd floors are up this way. If you go to the right side, all the even floors are up this way. The ride to the 28th floor, English, is swift. And the hall leading to the command room is sleek, chromed over in a glossy cyan and cerulean sheen. You can see yellow LED strips that are lining the floor, which showcase a path to a wide automatic door, which slides open when you guys are no more than a few feet away from it, which is always good. So you guys make your way on in. Is there an order to which you guys approach? I don't mind giving you guys that agency.
I'll take up the back.
I'll go first.
I'll slide along in the middle.
Valentine will initially enter along first. And Chap will hover in behind. Glacial Orcanus, you're basically taking up the entire entryway of the door because you are a big guy. You basically enter into a circular room that is technically the top of a 2 to 3 floor dip. You are at the administrative portion of the navigation area, but below, technically, while Ambrose and Saki are here, below you can see dozens of other navigators on their comms handling emergencies going on throughout the city. To give you guys a little bit more context. You can, surrounded by navigators on their comms units, you can also see a massive holo projector display directly in the middle. Active and showcasing a constantly shifting feed of Able City, and an overwhelming rate of Maverick attacks, overlaying stacks of little red, kind of Metal Gear Solid-esque exclamation points, and lettered threat rankings from A to S. Quick, how many A to S rankings do you see?
2.
A little more than that, but that's fine. You guys kind of clamber on in. Orcanus, the door almost gets your tail on the way out, or on the way out of it. Just because
I
they're...
glare at the elevator. Don't you dare.
The elevator is not a robot, so it doesn't respond back. You thought, but it didn't happen.
It's not the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy doors that just sigh the whole time?
No, but as the automatic door closes, you do it. And your little kind of nudge back as it does shift through and close. It catches the attention of a blue Reploid, which is over here in the middle. He's got a rounded helmet. His green eyes are glancing back over at the hollow projector details before he balls his hands into a fist. His look is a little less than engaged. But he does turn to see you all. Valentine, do you know who this is?
No.
Cool. Sweet. Hello, recruits. I'm X. I'm going to be working alongside you in this crisis. Let's work to restore peace, and let's put a stop to Sigma's schemes. He nudges a thumb behind him to showcase the navigator on a raised platform all the way over here. A pink-haired Reploid with orange and white armor. This is Carol. While Commander Zero is out on missions, she's going to be the de facto head. We're going to be in her care. And Carol bows to greet each of you. Would you guys want to do any introductions?
I salute.
You salute. Okay. He also salutes back. What's your designation?
Glacial Orkness, 14th Polar Region.
13th, I believe. Yes.
13th. Yeah.
He actually does correct you, which is weird. You were with Chill Penguin's command?
Yes.
I see. Have you heard the news?
I heard he went Maverick. I'm sorry to hear such a thing.
Yes. And he would be the first retired thus far. I was the one that did it.
X, he just kind of looks over at X.
You retired someone?
Unfortunately, yes.
But why?
Why? He was going to cause an avalanche to crash and murder innocent civilians. He took out the former commanding officer of the 13th, Marth, who I actually did know.
Right. But we're reprogrammable. Are you saying he was beyond redemption?
At the time, I simply had to. It was a collaborative effort with other hunters, and again, self-defense. If I could have stopped him by dissuading him and talking him down, or neutralizing him, I would have.
Somewhere in an alternate universe.
Yeah. Somewhere in an alternate universe, indeed. I'm actually going to have X perform the first roll of the game because I'm curious by how you're reacting to him, and I'm going to roll a persuade check. To see whether or not he can kind of work on it with Valentine, you know? He's trying to be forthcoming with the information, trying to at least appeal to you. Now, fun thing about social mechanics in 21XX, they all actually have different things that can affect players in certain ways if you don't oppose them. So if I do persuade you with my check, you can become agreeable to what I'm saying. Now, granted, you can't oppose this. There are ways that you can oppose this. You can either oppose with the same check, you can oppose with a sensory check to be able to kind of sense or understand like where they're coming from, or whether or not you believe what they're trying to say. You could even go with like other things like intimidate to counteract it, so on and so forth. There are different ways that you can do it. That being said, I need to go ahead and roll in the Patron Dice Bots Hub. My boy X, what's your persuade stat? It's actually decent. So I'm going to be rolling the untrained die, which is effectively, it's kind of effectively a luck die. It doesn't go up or go down. You can get more of them depending on enhancements that you have, but it doesn't change. I am then rolling the designated skill die. Each skill has a different level from proficient to intermediate to adept to master to epic. This one is intermediate, so it's not the greatest. And then I go ahead and add the modifier for what he's using it for, and persuade in this case can, I believe, be used with lucidity or charisma, but I will go back and check to make sure I'm not a liar. Persuade is charisma or lucidity, which is lucidity is his better stat for that.
Can I
Yeah,
have my character sheet?
you have it. I sent it to you. Were you gonna play the entire night without your character sheet?
No, I just only thought of it just now.
Been
preoccupied.
You are a genius. I'll resend it to you.
Yes, I am, but not for these reasons.
Welcome to 21XX, where the rolls are made up and the points don't matter. I rolled an 8 on my persuade skill to have X kind of talk to you about it. This actually does make it a little more interesting if you actually have the continuation of it go. This is fun. I kind of just want a different milestone 1 group for each boss now, as X is the one that progressively gets stronger.
Right. I'm not contesting. I'm curious.
You're curious. Okay. So, do you respond to that at all, or?
What part? You've spoken a lot since you said his words.
That's fair. X basically just said that it was, there was a collaborative effort. He had to fight in self-defense. Like, there were innocents on the line, and if he could have talked him down, he would have.
See.
Yes.
Interesting. I hadn't thought of anything like that before. Would you say what you did, considering the alternative, was perhaps an act of mercy?
No. Why would I consider that? Like, he considers what you say, and then he just kind of approaches around you. I'm sorry, I don't think you actually introduced yourself.
Oh, my apologies. My name is Valentine. I patch people up.
Oh, you're Deploy Core?
Sure.
Yes, you're Deploy Core.
Right.
You notice that you're actually taller than X, by the way, as he approaches you. I was gonna say Valentine's like what, 5'6" or something?
I
remember you being.
Remember.
I remember you being like 5'6" or 5'7" or something. X is like 3 inches shorter than you.
Anyways, from my perspective, I would think if I ever went maverick, I would consider it a kindness for someone to end me simply because I don't want to do that to people.
I see. Well,
when I'm in my right state of mind, of course. I have no interest in harming others. But were I to become maverick, well, if there was no redemption, please, murder me.
I don't want to consider that, but duly noted.
Consider it. You've already done it.
I need you, please. Like, I require you to do this. I need you to actually do a persuade check at advantage.
Persuade check. Advantage.
Valentine, because you're one of those cool charisma guys, because you're a social character more than anything else. Your charisma is your highest stat. Persuade is for you adept, so it's a little bit stronger than X. On your sheet, it's gonna be U plus 1d8 plus 4.
Yes, that's nice. Ping me in the bot chat.
I almost pinged Valentine, which is not here with us. Y'all remember when we used to do the Valentine thing every year, where he'd show up on Valentine's Day?
He still did.
I remember when he shows up on Valentine's Day.
Funny.
Excellent.
Funny joke.
Okay, what did you say? You what?
You plus 1d8 plus 4. And you can roll that. After that, put space ADV for advantage. We're also learning how the dice bot works today, guys. Which, for those who are curious and would like to be able to access the 21XX dice bot, join the Discord and play games along with us.
Oh, hell yes.
Okay, X is going to remember the words that you said about a kind of mercy. We'll see how this affects him.
Excellent. We know how it affects me.
Yeah, we know how it affects you, but how will that affect him? X actually approaches you, chap, and says, I actually specifically requested that Carol grab you. You're the only one that we could get from the 6th under short notice. Or no, sorry. Yeah, from the 6th at short notice. Sorry, I almost completely forgot what I was doing. Your chap, right?
That is correct.
I wasn't expecting you to speak without a mouth.
It does put some people off.
A little, but it's nice to meet you. He tries to, like, how do you handle handshakes?
You just tap one of the sides.
He, like, gives, like, fist bump.
Yep.
Levi, please, I can see you in chat, and I also saw you. Yes, thank you, Cobalt. Please whack him down. No more in this chat. It's specifically for players tonight. All right.
You know how to get onto twitch.tv/CtrlAltCrit or youtube.com/CtrlAltCrit? Go do that.
Please do. Now, finally, X refers to Carol and says, apologies for the wait. Can you please give us our briefing? Carol does bow her head, and she looks, like, acknowledges each of you. You guys, like, she beckons you to come a little bit further forward to take a look at the holo projector. When you end up doing so, by the way, Orcanus, Ambrose gives a little, like, fluttery, like, wave to you.
I blow a kiss towards her.
Oh! Oh!
Oh! Look, she do me my girlfriend. I am required to simp for her.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll a check. Don't worry about it.
I have a comp.
Yeah, that's low enough to get the vapors. Got it. Okay. But now, to the mission itself. Carol does notify you of what's going on. Commander Zero has provided his orders. 8 of Sigma's generals, now 7, have been tracked to strategic outposts. While the majority of them have captured stations within the Able City limits, we do have a few alarming outliers that must be dealt with. You've already dealt with one in the South Wales area, but former 6th Unit Commander Launch Octopus has occupied the Coral Sea Refinery in the South Pacific. He has rallied aquatic mechanoloids formerly under his command to target key outposts and shipping lanes in Arcadia, to prevent supplies from reaching the mainland. Acting 6th Unit Lieutenant Volt Kraken, kind of nudges over at you, chap, just kind of let you know, because it's your CO, is currently defending against the first wave on our shores. But intel from Recon has spotted a Cruiser freighter mechanoloid outfitted with siege weapons and Skyclaw units ready for departure. Commander Zero's orders are to dispatch all enemies, reclaim the Coral Sea Refinery, and retire Launch Octopus if necessary.
Number Sigma is an outlier and should not have been counted.
Wait, number Sigma? Wait, what do you mean by that?
Sorry, you're going to have to look up the Numbers George meme.
It's Spiders, George.
It's Numbers George in my mind.
So Saki and Valentine have connected on some level, I suppose. To which case, X just kind of looks at everybody and then looks over at Chap. Do you know? Actually, no. He said you don't know Launch Octopus personally, do you, Chap?
Only professionally.
Okay. I actually haven't had the chance to meet him at all, but I've heard from Dr. Kane that High Command had a lot of trouble keeping him in line. So it actually doesn't surprise me that Sigma was able to sway him. Carol kind of looks over and at each of you and says, "You have 15 minutes to prep before transports. Are there any questions?"
Actually, yes. What kind of transport?
For the sake of simplicity, we're going to teleport you in.
Economically friendly.
You might need to repeat that again because you did not get heard on mic.
Is that economically and ecologically friendly?
Well, it probably would be a lot more friendly than us sending you in some kind of vehicle or a ride chaser.
It's down on gas.
In my
Excuse
experience,
me? Vehicles and ride chasers in this universe actually use gas still? How? We ran out of dinosaurs.
X looks over and says, do you know how many actual cars I had to weave across on the central highway?
But they're future cars. They don't run on gas.
Some of them still do. Do you
Disgusting.
know gas stations still exist, right?
You know how old I am, little boy.
And the price of gas in this economy, I mean, really. At this point, just ride a bicycle, invest
Like
in
I
a
said.
ride chaser.
Out of dinosaurs.
If it helps ease your mind, the teleporters don't use gas.
Well, it doesn't, because there's still gas users out there. But thank you for your attempt.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I need to move this out of the way so Saki can be seen. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cover you on screen the entire time. Saki's like, I'm here too! Carol actually does nod at your assertion that, it doesn't take fossil fuels or anything. It's there is energy consumption. Now, I'm not saying it's not expensive, but it's a lot more ecologically friendly than going out there with a ride chaser or other kind of vehicle. Hello, Marcus.
What?
Surprise Marcus behind me.
Featuring Marcus from the Book of Genesis series.
Right?
We were out doing things. I found Master System games.
Oh my god! More for the Book of Genesis, I hope. Actually, I don't even think we did those on the Master System episode. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Shameless plug for the Book of Genesis series. But yeah, this is the point where we're going to engage in a narrative encounter. Everybody gets one shot to go ahead and interact with whoever they want on this map, or any connections that they have outside of this map specifically, including maybe the people we talked about that you look up to or anything like that. It's up to you. But everybody gets one, including X. He is technically a part of your party, so I'm going to control him from now on as such. So we're going to actually go from bottom to top. Chap, would you like to talk to anyone? Anything you would like to do for your narrative action before we move on?
I'd actually like to try and reach out to Volt Kraken.
Okay. If you would, please, give me a networking check, and then let me know exactly how you're going to do that.
Hey, excuse me, Draenor. I can drive. It's probably not smart, but I can probably drive.
Does X have his foot parts? Well, that's something I'm going to have to spoil a little later now, aren't I? With a
All right,
7.
With a 7.
Okay.
I kind of hover away from the group a little bit and try to raise them on comms.
You get a you actually, upon doing so and activating the communications, you hear like a reverberating blast that kind of like echoes in on the comm line, and like a shudder and almost like a crackle of electricity. I'm a little busy right now.
That's what I was calling about.
Yeah. Wait.
Tasked by command to be coming into your area. Anything I should know?
Wait, my area. Wait, who is this?
It's Chap, sir.
Oh, Wait, no, chap, that's right. Carol asked for you. You were the only one I could spare. Actually, I'm glad you called me. You're not actually coming to me. You're going to be preventing the other guys from getting to me, with the new guy. But I actually did. I'm glad you actually called. I wasn't. They were kind of stonewalling me on being able to reach out to you. So I'm glad you did. You're going to take out Launch, right?
That's the task, sir.
I need you to keep him alive for me. I am not going to have my brother go down because a bunch of rabble-rouser hunters think that they know what's best for my brother. Neutralize him.
You know me, sir. I'll use the clamps when necessary.
He actually gives a bit of a chuckle, and you hear the sound of electrical discharge again shoot out before he ends the comms line. And no, guys, we will not be showcasing Volt Kraken until Mega Man X5. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, chap. You have succeeded in your check, and you've got a side quest for today. That goes directly against the plan.
Yep. We'll see how this goes.
Always fun. Let's go to Valentine next. You get one shot. What do you want to do while we're here?
I want to speak to my commissioner.
Your... Like, the...
My doctor.
Your creator.
Yes, he commissioned me.
Okay. So you kind of step away, I assume, to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead, if you would. Provide me just whatever social skill you want to go ahead and use. I'm fine with whatever. And just let me know how you start this.
Sorry, excuse the dryer.
We can't hear it actually from here, believe it or not.
Interesting, but I can hear you from a room away.
I am a very loud person, and you know this.
Louder than a dryer. Okay. What would I be calling him with?
What are you wanting to tell him?
Networking?
Yeah, sure. Networking's fine. For you, that's gonna be you plus 1d4 plus 4 if you want to use your best stat.
Okay.
So we got some networking rolls today. As we're trying to talk to people. 10. Okay. How do you initiate that call? And it's Dr. Francois, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna do a French accent. I'm sorry, I can't do it today.
Son of a bitch. That's the only reason I made him French.
Oh.
Just kidding. Actually, I was thinking about the French character that you said was terrible earlier when we were playing Chrono Cross.
Oh, fuck. Pierre!
Yes, that one.
Oh my god.
Non being forced to do a Pierre. Nice.
Hello?
Oh god. Never mind.
Hello?
Okay. Yes, doctor. It's just a quick question. I know I'm...
Yes, Valentine. How can I help you? I think I know exactly how his voice says, it's yours. He used his own voice for the Hayatom.
Yes.
Oh god, there's two of them.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. What can I do for you, Valentine?
I know I'm on loan to the hunters and all for this, but I didn't know if you knew this, but they're retiring Reploids and such.
Yes, they're a paramilitary force. Of course they're going to retire if certain Reploids get unruly.
Oh.
Did you not understand the assignment?
Well, I'm a fixer. That's what you made me for. You made me to fix.
Yes, and you will still have that capacity. Being a member of your deployment corps means you are going to have to repair Reploids out in the field. But there are going to be times when you have to defend yourself or defend others. That's... Even though the Sigma has defected and bad things are going on, there's a statement that I think a lot of hunters kind of repeat very frequently that I think you should take to heart. You must become sword and shield to those who cannot protect themselves.
interesting. I did not know I could think that way.
I'm concerned if you did not question this early on. I may have failed as your developer.
No, I quite appreciate just being, someone who fixes. That's been my purpose for forever. That's what you do. That's what I do. I do what you do.
No. Unfortunately, given these desperate times, you may have to start to learn to be an effective combat medic. And if for any reason you need...
No problem with combat medicine, but if I see the enemy hurt on the sidelines, do I fix them?
I think a lot of that is depending on context, and I cannot tell you how to do that because I'm not the individuals employing you.
I see.
Use your gut instinct. I know that's a very human thing to say, but that's the best thing I can tell you.
It's made by a human, so that gives me a bit of humanity.
It's all very confusing when you try and map it out, but yes, if you can understand that, just go with your instincts. You may know the right choice when it comes.
I see.
And with that, they don't continue from there. They end the conversation from there. This is really interesting. I wasn't expecting to have these types of conversations with this character.
You pre-shut down Valentine is very different.
Yeah, no, this is very interesting. Yeah, and then if I see one more person that is not one of our players typing in the Patron Dice Bots Hub while we're running a stream, there will be words. There will be several words. Thank you, Cobalt, for using the newspaper. It can't be seen on stream, but that's what he's dropping the newspaper emote each time.
I know how to use this.
Chap has done a thing. Valentine has done a thing. Orcanus, what do you want to do?
Well, my girlfriend's right there.
She is.
So I'm gonna go, check on her.
You approach Ambrose, and she kind of looks down at you and kind of gives like a bit of a blush and says, "I thought we agreed to keep things professional at work."
I'm sorry.
No, you're
Look,
not.
I can't help it. You're right. I'm not. Look, I can't help it. I see you, and it's amazing. Stops my core every time.
So, this is your first time since I've seen you, since we started this, that we are going out on mission. So, stay close to the doctor, stay alive, and we'll go out for drinks later. Deal?
Deal. Actually, I have something for you, and I would like to use my new perform check.
Perform draw? Yeah, go for it.
I have no clue if this is gonna work. Don't worry, I have an excuse if this ends up being bullshit.
It's fine. It's perfectly all right. Let's see how we do this. So I'm gonna, with a 7, I think that's pretty good. All right. What do you hand her?
I hand her a portrait of her.
Like a sketched portrait?
Yes.
Okay. She looks at this, like she's looking down at it, and she's like, This is amazing. Did you do this?
I've had some free time. Not much happens in the polar region, so it's good to pick up a hobby once or twice.
She looks at the details and she is. You were kind of expecting that she might have a little bit of like a tinge of red, or she might flush a little bit. No, but no, it's like a genuine, genuinely kind of giddy reaction, which is kind of unusual for her. She actually puts it right next to her jacking kit, like almost in a way that she kind of like makes it like set up so like kind of the sides of the picture are kind of bent in such a way so it can be used as like a makeshift like kind of hold or frame.
She's gonna use it when she jacks in.
I can't bonk
Wouldn't
on
you?
him right now, but if you would,
I'm bonking in spirit.
but she says it's amazing. Thank you. I'm gonna probably have trouble not looking at it the whole time.
Told you.
Anything for you.
But she's like, no, go to work.
Okay, but excuse me. We didn't have a discipline sketching roll to see how good the art actually is.
We rolled perform drawing, so it's fine. I'll jack into your operator if that's what it takes. Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
Woo! Happy Valentine's Day, everybody!
It's Valentine's Day.
Saki, save us. You are the next player.
Is she, can I try to talk to one of the other navigators to try to help, like, make sure everything's set up correctly, any last minute checks?
Yeah.
You know, it's first time sort of thing.
Who do you want to talk to?
Let's do it with Ambrose. Let's have her do a little bit more something on this stream.
You, kind of hop off over and kind of take a walk around the holo projector space. Carol is going to watch you while this interaction takes place.
Hi, Ambrose.
Oh, Saki. Hi.
Hi. Oh, did you make that? She pointed the picture.
No. My boyfriend did.
Oh, that's nice. Are you able to, like, help with the, sort of making sure everything's, correct as a thing?
Oh, wait, correct? What, did Carol...
I want to make sure everything's right before we go.
Did Carol assign you to this one?
Yeah. I'm over there. I pointed, like, the other one to the other side of the room.
And in a moment of pure bliss, realizing that Ambrose does not have to do work after this, her demeanor completely changes. I will absolutely double check things with you. What do you got?
I got the comms. I have the module thing. I don't like the sending.
So you're like trying to use all this terminology and like you're trying to explain it. It's like, okay, wait, hold on. Let's start from the top. If you would please, give me any corresponding check that works with your navigation skill. Anything as far as that goes. I think operate might make more sense for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to yeah. But it's like Ambrose is like, I don't have to do work. Let's go.
That's 1d4.
Whoa, 1d4. Whoa, that's spooky. That's a spooky roll. That's a spicy meatball. Nobody has rolled poorly in our narrative checks. That's pretty neat.
And now you jinxed it.
Oh, that's fine. Ambrose is like helps you kind of reorganize and like because you're saying terminology, but you're not like specifying things well. So she's like, okay, so yeah, no, that's in order. That's good. You set that up before they came in. That's great. She provides a little bit of insight on like good navigation. She says, what's your specialty as a comms member? What are you really good at? Like me, I'm generally good with handling cyberspace searches. What is your strength? What do you got?
The internal programming.
Oh, like interfacing, hacking?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, just mechanoids are generally the focus because they're easier. Their security systems are usually more lax. Be careful with reploids. because there is only so much that you can. There's only so much that can go on with that there. If you think something has some kind of internal virus or something like that, be careful. Try and access their systems first externally before you go past their security systems. Also, I don't know what to expect if you're going to be doing stuff over at the refinery. I don't know what you have to access there. So, if you, I'm going to go take a much needed coffee break. But if you need anything, Carol's, of course, always on hand. You know how she is.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
To which case, Ambrose is going to take her picture of her, that she received. She's going to grab her jacking kit. And she's gonna yeet from the entirety of this encounter! She gets to go on a break, boys and girls!
The true victory.
The true hero of this arc.
But in stream, how much money did we make?
What do you mean in the stream? How much money did you make?
I mean, this was what everybody was waiting for.
Oh. Wait, I'm oh, haha, you're funny. No. I'm actually gonna roll. I'm gonna have X's narrative action before we move on. He's going to approach you, Glacial Orcanus.
All right.
Yeah. Hi.
Greetings.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what's your active rank?
D.
I see. Okay. I heard that a lot of Chill Penguin's subordinates were put kind of low because they had a habit of kicking them while they were down. We're gonna see that once you come back from this one, we bump you up a rank.
Well, thank you. That means a lot to me.
As of this point, I will be your I will be your acting I will be the acting command for this. So defer decisions to me if needed. But I know you've been with the polar region for a while, and you've been a hunter a lot longer than I have. So I may ask questions or may require insight from you. Can you do that for me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. I also wanted to go ahead and show you this before we had the opportunity to move on. And X actually changes his loadout and shows you his special weapon. As he changes his color scheme from his normal blue to kind of a canary blue and yellow accented armor look.
Whoa.
And initiates
Kraft macaroni and cheese look.
Yes, and initiates shotgun ice. He doesn't fire it, but like you're able to see on your broad range scanners, or whatever scanners you may have. I assumed that X is utilizing Chill Penguin's special weapon.
Impressive. You got his weapon too.
Not actually by surprise. But we can let's work and use this together to restore the peace. And he swaps back to
everlasting.
I actually have one more trick up my sleeve, and I might as well go ahead and change it out tonight. My sincerest apologies. I don't want to have to change Normal Armor X's art because I love Spring Queen's amazing design for the art, but I am now going to Capcom art for this as X initiates his armor transformation.
Yo!
Boy has the dash boots for the rest of today's session.
I'm trying really hard to resist the urge to ask, what are those? I'm trying really hard.
Wait, is this the one where he can climb ladders slightly faster?
No, that's Mega Man 8! Thanks for the reference, though. Mega Man with the Tims.
With the Tims!
It's pretty good. Alright, party members, I think we've had our time to do shenanigans. We are going to go ahead and make our way to the teleportation, the dispatch center to teleport into Launch Octopus's stage. We are going to the ocean stage. Let's go. We've had enough time messing around.
Dive into aquatic mine.
Oh man, that if I wasn't going to get dinged for using it, I absolutely would. But you know what track I won't get dinged for because Toei Animation cares more about Daima than this? We'll see if anybody recognizes this track. It's not Mega Man related. I'll go ahead and teleport you guys in. Arriving to the shallow waters of the Cape Morton shoreline and refinery outpost. Wet sand crunches and sticks against your feet as the expanse of turquoise and emerald waters ahead shimmer with an almost ethereal glow. Beneath the surface, coral reefs, like intricate underwater homes, shift in the depths. And a myriad of forms and colors. While little marine life still occupies this area, the occasional schools of fish still zip on by. The water
What are you
feels
doing?
unexpectedly lukewarm
What is
to the
this?
touch. 2 hours later.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, I did it when I ran the campaign, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this could be a thing." It's like, yep.
It's the oil refinery.
This is worse than my Shrek bedroom impression.
Oh god, never talk about the swamp ever again.
The fucking.
Before we begin, Saki, before we do anything else, I am going to require that you do a necessary check to get into your comms unit rig. Could you do whatever necessary check is that before we start the mission proper?
That should be hack interface.
Yeah, it can be hack interface or operate. It can be either or. But yes, that's fine.
Well, one's much better than the other.
Yep, understandable.
You can't just fucking drop that on us.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, at milestone 1, the roll that you need to make is an 8, correct? Or is it 8 minus milestone?
It's your system!
Yeah. Oh, actually, I was looking. I have the. Wait,
Navigation
yeah.
technique. Let me double check.
Oh, navigation technique.
Yeah.
Because I have that like right there.
It's
oh yeah,
it's 8 minus your milestone. So you just met it. The new girl just met the check.
Woo!
What am I playing? It is not a Chrono Cross song. It's actually from Dragon Ball GT.
Yo.
Uh,
Realize that's the best Dragon Ball.
I like GT. I know a lot of people don't, and that's fine, but there's aspects of it I enjoy. Let's go ahead and kick things up a notch. It begins. So you have properly been able to interface with your comms unit rig, Saki, so you will be providing support as our official navigator for tonight. One of the benefits of activating navigation, which I will talk about tonight, is while you are using your comms unit rig, or a data pad, but in this case you are using your comms unit rig, you can perform hack interface, networking, operate, and sensory skill checks on targets without being in the physical vicinity of the party that you are playing alongside. So you are capable of being able to access systems alongside your group. When you're rolling a sensory check, by the way, you are actually using aspects of not only their visibility, but anything else that you can surmise or gather from the area, which I'll provide to you as you go, just for your context. Each time you do this after this first time, it's going to be 1 TP. Understood?
Yes.
Got it. Now, that means that your checks generally are limited, but when we go in between, when we're in downtime, I won't force that upon you, like, so much. It's only going to be during encounters itself that I'm going to really push the TP usage.
Okay.
Just so you're aware for tonight's session, so you can still do your cool stuff.
Yeah.
That being said, for everybody, Saki included, I'm going to need sensory checks from all of you. That includes our little baby Boobop, which is now a Mega Man.
I'm a Mega Man now.
X. Mega Man X. Not Light Armor X. Let's see. He doesn't have all of it. He's only proficient in it. Holy crap, Saki! Chap!
Holy crap, Chap!
I mean, he's
my element,
enabled
what can I
unit.
say?
He's used to the water.
It's true, you're Aqua Element, aren't you?
I'm null element.
Oh, you're Null. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Valentine, we need a roll from you, good sir. I'm gonna have X actually be right in front of you, chap, if that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have the protagonist chillin'.
Suck it.
Wow,
We
so
can have anything below 11.
X was the only one that rolled low, and even then he still met the minimum sensory check. I'm so proud of you guys.
The good luck is here.
Good job on the dice spot there, Ronan.
Yeah.
Definitely gave it a hit before we started. Totally.
Good old Thwack.
Nice.
So
It's on caffeine.
since you did so good, I'm gonna up the music. Hunter intel, as spotty as it was, specified that core functions to the refinery and the deployment systems have been rerouted to a terminal signal deep within the ocean base area. So this is information for Saki in particular, so you're aware, so you can provide this to people. Teleport disruption isn't really a major issue, but matter transferring while you're under the intense pressure of the deep ocean, pro tip, could lead to complications affecting your body, so be careful to not do something stupid like tin can teleport or matter transfer a weapon in weird spaces. Don't do that. Your attention immediately falls upon a large domed gravity-based structure that's kind of immediately in front of you guys. Would anybody like to make a quick knowledge check to see what that is? Anybody can do it. Even if you're untrained, you may. We could explain how defaulting works. So we have some skills that have points in them, but for those who don't take certain skills, they do something what is called defaulting. They're going to roll a completely untrained roll, and depending on how well the defaulted roll is, I can provide different kinds of information. We got low rolls all around. Got a 3, got a 3. I'll even give a U+1 for X too. Wow, he's useless.
What was the request?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Ah.
If you're untrained, it's going to be U plus your whatever mod you have for it. Saki doing work. Saki is doing work today. But Valentine can also roll it as well. Okay, both Saki and Valentine. It's actually kind of, when you think about it, we're at an oil refinery, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Valentine's like, well, obviously, if we're at the Coral Sea oil refinery, this is oil in the domed areas. But to be very specific, exactly, in Saki's case, just so you're aware, you can deduce that the liquid in those, just scanning, is in fact oil. So be careful how you collide with that. Just being aware. But for everybody that is not X, you guys will actually be able to spot as the shoreline dips into the water fully, right? You actually happen to notice 2 mechanoloids overhead, or like beyond. Mega tortoises, of all things, priming the mortars on their back in an attempt to launch an assault upon you. Behind each of them seems to be a gap of some kind, which is good to know. Well, for one, you can actually see the initial gap for there. Oh, I put them actually in the wrong space. This Mega Tortoise needs to be here. This one needs to be over here. I'm so good at this, guys. You've spotted them first, so I'm going to give you the chance to get the drop on them. We're going to go ahead and initiate our first combat encounter. So, how things work in 21XX. All actions, reactions, and skills, everything that you do are correlated to 6 core stats in 21XX. Power, mobility, analytics, aptitude, charisma, and lucidity. Every time you perform an action during a combat round in 21XX, you are reducing one of the available actions or reactions in that pool based on the number that you have in that stat. So, for example, Valentine, you have a charisma of 4, correct? If you wanted to go wonky and do a bunch of charisma actions during a combat round, if you wanted to, you have 4 available for use during a turn. Your actions and reactions are pulled from the same pool. So if you use a charisma reaction, out of the 4 that you have, then you would still have 3 actions/reactions remaining. If that for context. Now, everybody that has played in this group knows exactly what I'm talking about. They know how actions and reactions work, so they will sample along and showcase it with you. We're basically going to go, because of the way the system works, everybody collectively chooses as a group how they do their turn order. It goes player, enemy, player, enemy, player, enemy until we're done, and we move on to the next portion. until we reach the cooldown phase. Once the cooldown phase happens, sometimes certain things will take place, and then we reset to the top of the round where players can choose how they go. I will notify you guys that X will probably react in regards to you guys, but he always takes his turn last, just because of how I run it. So just be aware of that. That being said, who would like to begin our underwater adventure?
Then in that case, I'll go next to last, because I would like to heal. Valentine is still not comfortable with the idea of harm.
I'm going to let you know, Valentine, for the first time in 21XX history, you have a buster on your character sheet.
Yes, it's very awkward.
So you can materialize the guard buster whenever you need to. And as a
I
support
feel
character,
off-balanced.
oh yeah, you feel off balance with a buster in hand?
Yeah, because one side's heavier than the other.
It's ambidextrous.
I guess that's, yeah. It's, you can choose which side it is, but I guess it could feel a little bit heavier if you wanted it to.
It's ambidextrous, but you still can only have one. You can't have two. So,
I mean, not without a double buster module. That's fair. And you don't have one of those.
so one side's gonna be heavier than the other.
Maybe. Who knows? Yeah, for sure. But yeah, you can materialize your guard buster whenever you want to. Only having one power in your case is a little bit of a bust.
Not.
But that's fine. Just wanted to make sure you were aware in case you didn't see it on your sheet already.
Oh no, I remember.
But that being said, who would like to start us off?
I'd be cool with it if no one else wants to go.
Guys, cool with
Do it.
Glacial Orcanist starting?
Yep.
All right, Cobalt, we'll start with you. How are we doing this?
Glacial, noticing the mega tortoises kind of like chest out, gets ready. I am going to move right up to the first mega tortoise, and I'm gonna try and lift this thing.
A grapple check, you say?
A grapple check.
Okay, I am going to attempt to have it break to a pose.
I'm fine with this.
Go ahead and give me your grapple check.
U plus 1d4 plus 3.
For my case, it's going to also, I believe, be U plus 1d4 plus 3, but Mega Tortoise is, wow, I actually found the sheet. It is as even as it can possibly get.
I mean, it's gonna have a very good chance.
Yeah, you come in with a 2, and the Mega Tortoise actually responds with a 7. So you attempt to lift it, right?
Yep.
And it decides to do, you know how turtles do that thing where, like, they can, like, kind of tilt themselves and, like, roll over slightly? So I'm gonna say you grab it, kind of like, you kind of lift it, and you, like, kind of, like, flip it over and try and, like, hoist it up by its bottom area, right? To kind of, like, get as much, like, oomph as you can. And it rolls like a turtle would to kind of bring itself back upright behind. And almost drops in front of X. It's like, whoa! Your first attempt has failed.
Cool. I have 3 power actions. We're doing this again.
Okay. You're gonna attempt to lift it again?
Yep.
In response to that, also because it's in the area, it won't evade or break, but it is going to use some of its weapon energy to initiate its special weapon, Parachute Bomb. So go ahead and give me that check, and then I'm going to respond with an attack.
I got a 10.
You got a 10? Neat. But Parachute Bomb is gonna be untrained plus 2d4 plus power. With a 15 to hit. I am going to initiate its Hot Drop. So this is going to go off within a 20-foot radius. This is going to include itself on all of you guys at this point. When I initiate Parachute Bomb, all targets within this radius must lock into mobility and evade if able. So I am knocking all of you guys into mob, except for Saki, because she's not actually there.
That's a 6 to try and dodge.
X is going to have to roll as well, and you're going to notice something real special about him now.
Oh, I am.
Is that a D6? Is he milestone 2?
He's schmovin'.
You did mention that he's milestone 2 now.
Yep. That's true. Now, granted, I don't think any of you guys are dodging any of this. Valentine, you have to lock into mobility to evade. You're also muted. I can't hear you.
I'm rolling. Hold on.
You're rolling. Rolling up. Let's get funky. Now loading Valentine's roll. God, y'all suck tonight. You had some great sensory
you just
checks.
said you were proud of us.
Yeah, but now
they're all the same exact roll too.
It's really funny. The parachute bomb is gonna hot drop and hit in a 20-foot radius, targeting everybody in that space, including the Mega Tortoise itself. For anybody that doesn't like fire, you're gonna take a lot of fire impacting damage. Do we have anybody that does not like fire? Oh, we have a frost user, don't we?
I am actually Aqua. And
Okay, so you're resistant to fire. Okay. So for anybody that is resistant, you're going to take half the overall rolls. So this would generally be 4 points of shield energy at this point, because it's fire impacting damage. Valentine, I think you're Titanium X, so this doesn't actually do anything but shield energy to you.
Neat.
Chap, you said you're null?
Correct.
Do you have any weaknesses to fire?
I do not know.
Cool.
I have military grade Ceratanium.
Neat. So you will take 4 points of SE all around. X will also take the same. So, ouch. That was a very explosive start as you all get buffeted and bombarded by a single parachute drop that literally just drops right in the middle of where Valentine is and goes. That area there is now glass. But yeah, does anybody have reactions in response to that attack?
Oh, I do.
Yes.
Trying to understand the cut of Glacius's jib. I'm going to try hacking the second tortoise for a specific purpose.
Okay. That's a good plan. Go ahead and give me a hack as a reaction, and this will take a TP.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, hacker. Let's go.
John, why will it take a toilet paper?
Wait, what?
I don't get it. Dang, that's a good roll.
That is actually really damn good. Congratulations. You have initiated the hacked status effect on the Mega Tortoise. When you hack a target, you choose one of its 6 stats to not necessarily lock down, but be in control of. You are now able
mobility.
to... We're taking mobility. In addition, generally, the operator can be at, say, operator's discretion as to whether or not mobility also includes standard movement speed. Usually it doesn't. But you can perform mobility-based checks. But yeah, their mobility is locked down. Now, any other reactions before we go back to Orcanus as the active player? If not, Orcanus, it's back to you.
After getting hit with the parachute, he's like, okay, I think we're done with this. What's that thing some of the younger hunters were saying? Ah, yes. This bitch empty. Yeet.
One more grapple.
I'm going. I mean, I think I'm still holding it.
Oh yeah, no, you did. You did, and you did damage to it, correct? Did you roll the damage die for it?
Oh, I did not.
Please roll your D4 plus 2 damage die. Yes, because you were grappling it.
Okay. 21x6. 1d4 plus 3.
Woo! Not bad. 2 points of shield energy on the guy. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's gonna have a really rough life now because I'm gonna throw it into the spike pit.
Yeah, you can. So it should be, so throwing targets in 21xx. You can actually, once you've grappled the target, you can, toss, or some things have a thrown range, but generally your power thrown range is a base of 25 feet plus 5 feet for each point in power that you have. So with a power of 3, that should be 40 feet, correct?
feet.
Oh, 35? Yeah, 30. No. Oh, Sorry, I misspoke. Yeah, I think it is 20 plus each point in power, not 25. Let me reread my book so I make sure I'm not a liar to you guys. I'm sorry. I won't do... Sometimes you just forget things because you work on this game for so long. It is 25... 20. It's from a base of 25 feet at a power of 1. So it is 20, 25, 30, 35. It is 35 feet. Thank you, Cobalt. He should know better because he is the another operator. So,
I know it's 25, so it would be 40 feet total.
No, it says
25
from
is the
25 feet at a power of 1. So it would be 20.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 25, 30, 35. Yeah. So, so we're gonna go ahead and toss 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 is exactly how much space you had. You're throwing him into the spike pit, I hear.
Yes.
That is going to be 46's worth of damage. It's not dead.
Oh boy.
You, thankfully, I believe, between your grapple and your throw, have punctured through its shields?
Well, what about the damage it took from it, the explosion, parachute bomb?
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's very valid. That is very true. The Mega Tortoise's explosion was a lot on it. But it was Aqua, so it took half the damage. So it would have taken 3, then it took 2 from there, and then it would have taken 1 point of shield energy from the spike, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has taken 9 points of 9 points of life energy on top of it. It has just a little bit more remaining, but it is still alive. So, what do you want to do?
I don't suppose I could try and use my last mobility action to jump on it and shove it further down onto the spikes, right?
That's very interesting. So whenever a target actually interacts with the Ceratanium spike pits, if they are interacted in any way, or if they like try to maneuver, they have to beat a certain check threshold to not take more damage. It's interesting that you're asking if you can jump on it, because then I feel like I would have to try and see if I can oppose it. Here's how we're going to do this. If you actually manage to beat a certain DC threshold, which I'll specify in my brain case, I have done it right now, I'll let you have it. Otherwise, you'll just simply hop over on the other side and use it as a stepping stone. Does that make sense?
All right. This is going to be kind of difficult because I am only proficient in jump, but
You always miss the shots you don't take.
Amen to that.
8 is exactly the DC I needed. You kind of hop over and like crush it down a little bit further, and I'm gonna say it takes another 4d6. Yeah, it's very dead. It is in fact the deadest as you clamp it down into the ground, and it goes. Orcanus, I believe you have one final power action.
No, I think I used them all.
Okay, cool.
Because I missed the first grab, landed the second one, and then I used my third one to throw it.
So we are passing priority then.
Correct.
Congratulations on killing one enemy. You still have another one left. The Mega Tortoise is actually going to go ahead and it can still technically grapple.
Oh no.
You plus 1d4 plus 3. It can't do mobility actions, but it can grapple.
Oh no.
So it saw kind of what you did earlier, and what it does is it kind of like stretches its 2 like clampy arms out and tries to keep itself hoisted in the water with its back, its hind legs, and it clamps onto you and grabs you and tosses you into the spike pit.
Oh no.
Second verse, same as the first. Glacial Orcanus, you will take 4d6 of physical piercing damage.
This is gonna suck.
Oh no.
That is 6 plus 3, so that's 9, and then another 6 plus 1.
So 6, 9 plus 7, 10, 16.
That is-
I'm at -2.
You are, in fact, incapacitated.
Valentine's gonna react.
How are you going to react? How do?
Gonna come over and roll a repair.
Well, to come over and using standard movement speed, it has to be done when you are the active player. Now, I will actually be a kind operator, and I will pass priority to another active player. So, Valentine, would you like to be the next in order?
We have a screw the rules.
We have a screw the
damage
rules on
roll.
the damage roll.
Correct.
So for those who have not chimed in for our 21XX games, occasionally we'll let people pay channel points to be able to re-roll a die roll when it happens.
This is only for the live games. This is not a rule in the regular games.
Yeah, it's just a live games thing. It's not for regular 21XX playtest games. It's just something that we're doing for stream. So Chad apparently wants Glacial Orcanus to not get murdered. A noble goal. We'll see if it did any better.
I mean, look, he has a wife now. He has a girlfriend. He has to see her.
Okay. All right, Orcanus.
It's no longer exploding.
It's true. It is no longer exploding. That is how much?
I think that's all my shield.
That's all your SE. Is that worse? I feel like that's worse.
I will not let Orcanus have love this day, goddamn.
Okay, so you get pierced pretty hard. So Valentine, you kind of see it, and you're like, "Oh God, that's got to be awful." But then you just see that only his body is punctured, and he's not nearly as damaged as he was. By the sake of the chat.
This is mildly uncomfortable.
Thanks.
I'm still gonna come repair.
Cool. I did say pass priority, and you kind of go over there to kind of see him. He hasn't. You haven't taken life energy damage, have you?
I have not.
No. Mechanically, I will tell Valentine a very important thing. Generally, you cannot repair shield energy in most cases. Only life energy and core threshold can be repaired in between, like, during a mission. SE usually regenerates using specific enhancements or is regenerated during downtime. So, sorry.
Oh, I also just realized this means the cyber visor I had is destroyed.
Very unfortunate.
Can I repair his cyber visor?
You... Interesting question. Go ahead and give me a repair skill check. We'll see how well you do. Is that a 15? That's the roll you just made, right? Ooh. Okay, what just happened? What is this stuff that's going on in chat?
Foxy kind of didn't realize we just handled the screw the rules.
Yes.
Foxy's lagging.
Foxy is a little bit behind. Understood. Much appreciated. With a 15, I'll give it to you. You managed to like dust off the cyber visor, and you start doing like very efficient, effective work into it. And even though it is a shield energy based piece of equipment, I'll give it back. Congratulations, Orcanus. You have 1 shield energy back.
Aw, shit, I'm invincible.
Just Valentine the entire time muttering under his breath, completely frowning, like very upset.
Cool. That is your first of 3 analytics actions, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In response, the Mega Tortoise is actually going to go ahead and launch some Mega Tortoise mortars
You bastard.
at you and Orcanus. Second power action.
I'd like to
15.
respond to that if I could.
Yes, please do.
I would like to attack that Mega Tortoise with my micro missile rack.
No!
Yeah. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me your attack. And pro tip, because our wonderful navigator, Saki, has tied down mobility, only she may choose whether or not they evade.
They are not.
Good.
Oh, good, because I do have to do a roll before I roll for attack and damage.
Feel free. Go ahead and give me your attack. Oh, you have to roll for the number. Yes!
I have to roll for the number of micro missiles I'm shooting,
Please do.
which is 4.
Yes, because it cannot, the micro missiles can't explode on the thing, so it is 4d4s that you are rolling at this thing. which is terrifying. That is a 12 to hit. That will succeed. Give me 44 plus 1.
I put in 1. I meant to put in 3.
Oh, so 44 plus 3?
apologies.
No big deal. It's
Yeah.
fine. So it would have been a 14?
Ooh.
Okay,
That is fire impacting.
that is fire impacting. So they're technically going to take 2 less SC. So they take 1, 2, 3 points of shield energy from that attack. As it goes tunk, tunk, tunk. Or just kind of, yeah, that's fine. The Mega Tortoise Mortars will go off, however. Valentine and Glacial Orcanus.
I'm just chilling. I'm literally diving.
I'm already locked into mobility, so I guess I'll evade.
You can. That is correct. Go ahead and give me an
Yeah.
evade skill.
I used all my evade.
Yes, you have.
This is
Technically, with the
gonna hurt.
mortars, you do have to, so Valentine is making the correct decision.
Yeah.
Can I react to the mortars?
You can. What are you doing?
I know I can't use it to do like standard movement, so I'm gonna make it like do the skill of swimming directly into the other spike pit.
Cool. Valentine, it's you plus 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just want to make sure you actually have the correct roll for you. Wow.
I'll take it.
That doesn't. You still don't dodge. You'll.
Bitch.
So Valentine, you'll take another.
Wait.
Yeah.
You made a mistake, I think.
Yeah. Did I?
Why is that? Where's the untrained? Where's the untrained on that 2d6?
I rolled a
wait.
15 to hit on the Mega Tortoise Mortars originally.
Oh, okay, I saw the 2d6 plus.
Yeah,
3 and a
I
half
rolled the
d6.
damage die afterwards. So Valentine, you take 2 points of shield energy. Glacial Orcanus, you will again lose your Cyber Visor again for the second time, and then take 4 points of fire impacting damage, which I believe is halved to 2. So you take 2 life energy. So that's fun. Oh no, it's plasma. Sorry, I am a liar. You actually take the full 4. So you take 4 life energy. That being said, you're wanting it to swim into the spikes.
Yeah.
Give me a swim check. And
My swim or their swim?
their swim, which I'll let you know is I'll let you roll it for them. It's you plus 1d10, plus 2 in this case. So let's see how we do. An 8? Yeah, that's enough to make him swim. Into the spike pit they go. Whee!
Whee!
You acted.
Oh, no.
You managed to.
Sarlacc.
You managed to access the Mega Tortoise's internal systems and initiate their like engage their ability to float slightly, a little buoyant, and start making their legs move, as they move directly into the spikes directly next to him. And they're still. You did a lot of damage on this thing before, because you did 3, and that's another 3, and then it takes 3 points of life energy. This thing is still not dead. But it will, I think, Valentine, you are still the active player. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Well, I'm out of mobility actions, but I do have 2 more analytics
What
actions.
do you want to do?
I am going to...
What's she gonna
hold
do?
on.
I'm gonna remember how to look at my character sheet.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to see what other aptitude things I want to use.
Oh wait, you
I
you use wait, aptitude? You mean
I'm
analytics?
sorry, analytics. Yeah.
You could do knowledge. You could do hack interface.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a sensory check.
Sensory is not bad. You're trying to see if we spot anything else.
Yeah.
While you're doing a sensory check, I'm gonna have X react with charge level 1 on his X Buster.
This is fine. I'm perfectly okay with this series of events.
An 11. I can actually give you a little bit of extra info. In the distance, beyond the Megatortoises, you actually see a couple of mechanoids in the distance. Gopher fish. These golfers are actually, they're not really, they don't notice you, or if they do, they're not really paying attention to you. They just begin to continue to move along in the water, kind of go off along their merry way.
I forgot those things exist.
Yeah. They just be chillin' at this point. They don't engage with you. But you do happen to notice, let me take a look at what your optics are. Valentine, I believe you have broad range. I can give you a lot of extra materials. It's 120 feet. What kind of sensory do you do, actually? Is it sight? Is it hearing? Or is it, do you do sensory sight or sensory hearing?
Sight.
Sight. I'm gonna say in the distance, you manage to actually see what seems to be kind of like a flash of light, almost like you think it's like a at first that it might be like some kind of weird strobe, but then you notice it seems to kind of move in like an arc slightly, and you could have sworn, although you did not lock into sensory for hearing, that you could hear something in the distance from there. You're not sure what it is this far away from this far away. You're not exactly sure. But your auditory sensors are picking up something.
So I saw a streak of light and I maybe heard something.
You maybe heard something, yes.
Oh, it's a ghost.
Accurate.
You want to save your last aptitude action, or your last analytics action, just in case?
I am.
Okay. The Megatortoise is technically past priority, so enemies or no, other players. Chap, you want to go ahead and finish them off?
Yeah. I'd say that critical before refunded my power action, correct?
It did. 5, 10,
So
15,
I-
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
To answer any questions you may have, I have a standard movement of 35 feet, and I do have the hover module.
Whee!
So I should be able to hover over these spikes no problem.
Yes, provided you still roll a flight check.
Yeah, I'm going to stop before the spikes then, because I want to save that just in case.
Okay.
I will, however, keep rolling for micro missiles.
Sure.
I am
Which-
going to make sure it doesn't evade.
Cool.
Thank you.
Verifying with micro missile, I don't re-roll that number until the end of cooldown, so I'm just going to hit it with 44
You
again.
do pelt another 44. You are blazing through all of your missiles right now.
I guess this is a good time to let you know I did pick up the clip extender. Instead of 12 rounds, I have 20.
You are officially my favorite person. No one grabs the clip extender.
Hi.
Nice.
Thank you, Ronan. Thank you. Go ahead and do that 44 plus 3. Yeah, there we go. The Megatortoise is finally gone.
This is why you bring the heavy weapons, Susie.
I almost want to say, like, each missile comes out of, like, your Susie clamp holes.
Mhm.
Yo.
I like that.
I think that'd be a really cool idea.
Ew.
That just seems neat.
One for each hole.
Yeah. X kind of looks over and says, I'm glad I'm not doing this on my own right now. You guys are impressive. Here, let me help you up.
Oh, thank you.
He's gonna give your jump at advantage to get out, so go ahead and give me your jump check at advantage, please.
Oh boy. Okay. 1x6u plus 1d4 plus. I'll use power because fuck this. There's a 50.
Whee! That will succeed and not get you stuck on any more spikes.
I may have something as well when we're all safe. Ah, God.
Sounds good. Well, X looks over at you, Valentine, and says, how good are, how agile are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I suppose as much as anyone. I don't know what this question is supposed to mean.
Can you swim or can you leap across?
Well, I won't know until I try.
Yes. I actually can provide a little bit of extra detail, by the way. So for Glacial Orcanus, and particularly,
Can't I just ride him?
what? Can you ride Orcanus? He jumped away from you. But for Glacial Orcanus, because he's aqua, he actually doesn't get affected by the water in any way. But for those who are not, you actually move as if this is difficult terrain. So it does provide a little bit of resistance to your movement. So sometimes these leaps might actually need a little bit more oomph.
I think we have the stepping stones.
That's true. That, you know what, yeah, there's technically one in there that you can use. Valentine, you can use the remainder of the Mega Tortoises to get across.
Do 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 do.
You want to use this one too?
Do 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 do.
Orcanus, I guess you can technically do the same.
And when I get here, I might have something that could help us.
How so? Chap,
That sounds ominous.
I know you float, but like, you just kind of move.
Yeah, Chap has flight and swim, whichever you prefer.
Whatever you want to do.
All right. Yeah, I'll fly over.
Whee!
I will pull out my broad range actuator and stick it into the ground.
That's actually really cool. Yeah. No, go ahead.
Oh no, he's just kind of mumbling to himself while he gets it set up.
I believe you have to perform an action to activate it, and I believe it requires a check to initiate it. I think it's operate.
This rod blinking with a myriad of colors and sensors can be placed flat or staked 5 feet into the ground with a power action.
Okay.
You can activate the broad range actuator with an analytics or aptitude action. When the actuator is activated, perform a hack interface skill check. If you succeed with a difficulty check of 4 or higher, you will establish a broad range frequency.
Could you please give me that hack interface skill check, please?
Yeah, plus 1d4 plus 2, I believe.
You prepped yourself for this.
Yeah, because I'm going to use my lucidity, because that's my higher thing.
8 is successful. Saki, good news. You have a broad range frequency that has been established with your with your comms unit rig. So not only can I provide you a little bit more information on the area, it's going to be a lot harder for you to disconnect or lose comms with them out here in the water the deeper they go. In fact, given where you placed it now, I think you actually circumvented one area where we would have lost you. So congratulations, Orcanus. I appreciate this. This is really cool.
I didn't even think of that. I was just looking at the extension to our auditory sensors.
It helps Saki too as well. It's going to make things a lot easier on her part. So congratulations on thinking about the rest of your party. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. But X kind of looks over and says, "What are you doing?"
Well, with this actuator installed, if we connect to the frequency, our auditory sensors will be able to hear, dare I say, this entire area, or close to it.
Which actually does in fact happen, because as you initiate the auditory thing, rip headphone users, by the way, as you hear, yeah!
Jesus, fuck.
Sorry, I had to do it just one time.
Don't worry, for us to cut out.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
There are ghosts here.
Yeah, she probably heard her. Oh wait, what? X actually looks back and says, "Ghosts? What?"
Well, I just
You
heard...
didn't know. We have souls.
You know what? We're gonna just talk later, okay? Did descending further down into the ocean depths, you continue to make your way. Oh, what? Did something happen to the stream?
No, Glacial just kind of, as soon as he gets the thing up and, like, after they're talking, I think I heard a scream.
We all did.
Oh, God, I'm not the only one in pain.
No.
The ghosts are also in pain.
You guys continue to make your way down. You pass the little golfers that continue to run. You make your way towards another gap, and you happen to see, in the distance, not too far away, as a matter of fact, is a large pink and yellow form in the distance. And upon hearing that scream that kind of popped in through on the actuator, X just basically beckons you guys to continue to run. Somebody's got to be in trouble. Let's go.
Easy enough.
You see, and you know what, chap, you've identified some of these before. You've even talked to a couple of them. You may recognize this guy. This is an anglerg. He may have a name.
He might have a name.
Yeah, he might have a name.
Do I know the name?
Make a name.
Oh. Artie.
Like ARTI?
Yeah.
Do you identify him, like, when you...
I'll actually try and, like, communicate with him, yeah.
What do you say?
Artie, is everything okay?
Chap? Like, you get on a frequency line.
Hmm.
I didn't see you at I didn't see you at the deployment.
Oh, you weren't at Hunter Base?
I work for Launch Octopus now.
Hmm. Well, my orders are to take him alive.
Excuse me. Would you mind not working for Launch Octopus?
Unfortunately, you're not on the same comms frequency as this interaction with Chap. So.
Okay, well then I'll just say it out loud.
You just say it. It looks at you. It looks at the rest of you guys. It looks at it again. And, it's gonna respond by continuing to, be antagonistic. Technically, I'm supposed to let you guys react first, but I'm going to cheat. And I'm going to use Vacuum Wave, targeting Valentine.
Rude!
I wish you did let me react first, though.
I'm sorry. You can react if you choose.
Not with what I'm looking at. It is an action only.
Oh, how unfortunate. That is a 7 to hit. This is, I am effectively starting a brand new combat round. Valentine, would you like to evade?
Well, no, because he doesn't think that he's actually gonna get hit.
Interesting. Vacuum Wave, which costs a TP to use, says select a target that is equal or less than your current size on the size table. Valentine is less than the anglerg. If the Vacuum Wave's attack die succeeds, you push the target back or pull the target towards you equal to the range of this technique, which can be up to 30 feet, so I'm going to do that. I did not roll a positive critical explosion on the attack die, so you don't get recoil, but I'm pulling you into the spikes.
Oh dear.
Oh, God. Valentine, you'll take 3 points of shield energy and 6, 12, 14 life energy. You will go to -1.
Yep.
And I believe that also takes out all of your SE2 based on what happened earlier. You're at 0 shield energy and -1 LE as you get shot into the spikes. In which case, X actually does respond immediately with that one charge that he held.
Do it, my boy.
That is a 17 to hit.
Avenge me.
To which X does, in fact, succeed. Is this going to be the one time on stream I actually do a decent attack?
I think so.
I mean, it's 2 points of shield energy. Could have been worse.
Apparently,
Yeah.
we got a Screw the Rules by Xyler, but I'm not sure what he's screwing the rules
I'm
of.
assuming...
going to
Oh, it's...
Probably for Valentine.
They're saving the bacon on Valentine. You know what? Chat,
No, it's a screw the rules, not a save the bacon.
it's a screw the rules, not a save bacon? Okay. Well, if it's screw the rules, we'll screw the rules on the charge shot and re-roll it.
Ah!
There we go. There we go.
Yo!
It only took chat's involvement to have
Power
X...
of the people.
By the power of charge shots, X takes like the energy build up in him and he fires like a larger green blast that does a massive chunk of
Save the Bacon isn't enabled.
save bacon isn't enabled? Oh, okay. Oh,
It's fine.
there's a reason for that. Save your bacon is not enabled because we kept it off during the Danganronpa stream. I haven't re-enabled it. That's my fault. My apologies. In any case, this shot is going to go forth with that rolled save bacon with a charge shot attack. And X is going to rip and tear pretty significantly through the through the angler's body. It doesn't have a lot of LE left actually. With 23. Yeah, I was gonna say it's got. I can math.
I think it should have like 9.
9. It has 9 LE remaining. This thing starts to like skitter and like spin from that hit. At which point I'm gonna actually just make X the active player if that's cool with you.
I'm down.
Oh, good.
May I react to his shot then?
You may, absolutely.
Cool. I'm going to use the snowy spray.
Sweet. Go ahead and give me your attack die while I have X also fire a lemon. I'm going to have the angler dodge X's buster attack, but not yours. And yeah, he evades that one. Your attack will succeed. Go ahead and roll damage, please. That is just a point. That is a tink of shield energy. X, again, charges, and then passes priority. The angler is going to go ahead and use Vacuum Wave, targeting X this time.
In response, I will fire again.
Go ahead.
In response, I'll try to also hack the thing.
Hack the thing! This is a new combat round for you, so you have all your TP back. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's an 11 to hit.
As an 8 targeting X with Vacuum Wave. Beast, go ahead and give me your reaction with your hack. And then I'm going to have X also try and evade as well. X evades with a 9. And I am sorry, Beast, you do not succeed on your hack skill. But when X basically gets pulled by the Vacuum Wave, he literally uses the opportunity to get momentum and leap over on top of him.
Yo! We love it. We love seeing the boy.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat. Since he can't see X, he looks again. He only has like 4 more uses of this. I'm just having fun with it. You know what? Search Snake.
Okay. Oh wait, I didn't roll my damage.
Oh, roll your damage, please. That's another tink of shield energy. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, as a matter of fact, the Anglers do have the Search Snake special weapon, so you get to see it in the Foundation guide before Snake Man gets to use it as well. Though it does specify that Snake Man also, of course, has that in the Mega Man 3 supplement. So, we're gonna go ahead and U plus 1d6 plus power of 3. Wait, 1d6? It's at tier 2. Could this be a milestone 2 target? Alright, Search Snake is going to be targeting, is If Search Snake is fired underwater, it can only travel equal to half of its range, but it has to travel on a horizontal or vertical or vertical surface. So, guys, what's the closest horizontal or vertical surface?
That spike pit?
Yeah, it's the spike pit.
How's that working for you?
I just realized
That's
how
a
that.
spiky surface.
I just realized how that would work. That's interesting. It has to home in on the closest enemy target within range. Guess who's the closest enemy target within range?
X.
Oh,
It's
no.
not. It's not Valentine
It's
because Valentine is no longer a problem.
You are still an enemy target within range. Valentine, you're at -7. You have 1 LE remaining before you die.
This is some bullshit.
Oh god, no!
So-
It will pass priority.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
I'm not gonna do it yet, but if I throw my hot icicle cryo grenade, can I have it so it lands underneath, does its little pillar thing, and X is fine because he's on top of it?
That would depend on how effective your roll is, I'm gonna say. If that makes sense.
Fair.
But yeah.
I'm gonna look. I'll look to the Susie. Do you? You've been pretty effective. Do you want to go first?
Add a character, by all means, go ahead, do your cool stuff.
All right. In that case, hold up. Hold.
I know we're not at Sigma
Hold.
Stage 1, I just wanted to play this.
Hold. Sorry, I have to fix things because I had to make this, fix this character based on them being initially Milestone 2.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can't even fix that. Okay. So you know what? Screw it. We're gonna do this the fun way.
Sure.
He takes a deep breath. Okay. Sorry, I'm again the character sheet's just being weird. I am going to use Shotgun Ice.
Heyo! So pro tip, the first time you utilize Shotgun Ice during a combat round, it cannot be evaded. Go ahead and roll your
good.
attack and damage dice, please.
Okay, let me get back to this.
And yes, that is entirely as it's written in the book. The first time Shotgun Ice is performed in a combat round, it cannot be evaded against.
I mean, good thing it can't be evaded against that.
Because you rolled a
stuff.
3. Yep. Wow, you were just pelting it for not a lot of damage, but that's fine. Like you're still whittling down its shields.
However, there's one other thing I can do.
Yes.
Because I maybe have power actions, but I'm not out of options.
Okay.
Glacial Orcanus activates Deep Dweller.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
This is probably the dumbest choice of mine, but to give an explanation on how this works, it is a Vertebrata chassis ability. It is a bonus lucidity action. During a combat encounter or boss encounter on the first combat round in which you are underwater, you can activate this technique as a bonus lucidity action to gain the iframe status effect. The iframe disappears during the cooldown phase. Deep Dweller can only be performed once per mission and cannot be utilized during a combat round other than the initial round.
Are you gonna use this to grab Valentine from the spike pit?
Yep.
Cobalt, you're amazing. I appreciate you. Look at
And
you
also-
using stage hazards to your advantage.
Yeah, he just walks in, picks up Valentine, and just puts him back.
Valentine is grateful, if
But
not completely dead.
Yeah, he's true. He is taking
only
a lot of
mostly
damage. It's a
If
big
memory
difference
serves-
between mostly dead and all dead.
If memory serves, I haven't had to use evasion. So
Yeah, that's correct. And you used, Deep Dweller is a bonus action, so it does not lock you into anything.
cool. I'm gonna use my one charisma action to
Okay.
use intimidate.
On the Anglerg?
Yep.
Interesting.
I've had a long day. I've dealt with turtles, I've been thrown into spikes, and now I'm dealing with some oversized guppy. I strongly advise you start swimming back to whatever hole you came out of, or so help me. I'm going to come over there, and I'm going to rip you apart, piece by piece. And let me check my intimidation. Is intermediate.
Holy shit. That's a
The eyes are
15.
just glowing red.
I can't oppose it because he's already locked into power and mobility. So I would go off of the... Yeah. So you have intimidated the target, which is interesting because the intimidated social status can provide also stuff like mechanically, but also some thematic changes as well. This thing has effectively been demoralized by your words, and it starts to like falter a little bit. You kind of see it like start to like tilt a little bit, or like kind of shake in the water. Granted, it's having trouble trying to keep itself afloat because 1, X is on it, and 2, it's taken considerable damage.
I mean, to be fair, it also watched me walk into a spike pit and walk out with no problem.
As an added note, because you have intimidated the target, if you were to affect it with a certain element of sorts, targets that are intimidated targets generally gain disadvantage against actions or reactions that can deal the frozen status effect. So, next time you use Shotgun Ice, Ayo. So yeah, no, Intimidate is actually really solid for Frost characters, believe it or not. Using your elements to your own advantage. It's not happy. In fact, it kind of looks back at Chap, and it now finally gets on comms. I may have made a mistake. Like, I just... He was gonna kill us all if we didn't, like, bend a knee or a appendage. Not all of us are programmed. Most of us are, though. Help?
I'll see what I can do.
It shuts down its weapon systems. This is the first time I've ever actually had somebody pacify the angler. Wow. Okay.
I've pacified an angler before.
Oh, yeah, okay. You do hacking. Sure.
And persuasion.
Yeah, okay. All right. Maybe.
So there is one downside.
Yes.
I can't use Deep Dweller anymore.
No, but you also have Valentine, which is good. X, upon like seeing that it's shut down, he like looks over at you guys and shrugs.
I'll respond to the shrug with a, he's had a change of heart.
Really?
He could have had that change of heart 7 SE and 13 LE ago.
X is gonna like hop off of him back towards Valentine. Well, first towards Chap and says, "Monitor him for a second."
Yes, sir.
Looking over at Valentine, he sees or he looks over at you, Orcanus, and says, "Is he okay?"
It's not looking good. I'm unfortunately not really... You know, with these, and I hold up the big hands, not the best at fixing things up.
Just keep hold of him. We'll make our way across and see if we can find a place where we can put him down for some rest. I'm not gonna make you roll the jump for the spike pit because Artie is gonna come over here and give you the opportunity to move across his body with his little change of heart, as it were.
I pat at him afterwards and go, if you ever need a job change, the polar region's always looking. It's quiet.
It does not say anything to you. As you guys make your way across, you'll thankfully we don't have to worry about any big things blowing up in the water. But you guys happen to see who was originally being attacked by this giant mechanoid is a female aquatic humanoid with long blonde hair, purple eyes, and a red/white accented armor, as it were. Her armor trails down to a powerful ceratanium fin, which kind of makes her visage kind of more reminiscent of a mermaid. I was gonna say, Chap, it's not the first time that you've seen aquatic humanoids before. It may be the first time that you've seen one in this particular configuration. But, you know, mermaids are, even as far as, like, back as in, like, the 20XX era, which you're from, are kind of a dime a dozen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, extra info for our grizzled veteran. X, upon seeing this this individual, kind of approaches, or like, no, he does approach, just making sure, seeing everything's good. Are you all right? She blinks in surprise, as if like the truth of like what has happened to her, the predicament that she has been in, should be obvious to anyone. So she fixes her hair and just like kind of pushes like away. Just, of course I'm not all right. Does it look like I'm all right? I've been fighting for my life. What did you do to stop that thing?
I can be very persuasive. Or very scary, I guess, is the better.
Okay, big whale on campus. Good to know.
Oh god, fuck.
Like she just starts to like start moving away, and X kind of looks over and says, "First of all, hold on, and calm down." It's like, calm down. How do I stay calm? Some Lloyd named Launch Octopus is trying to retire me, which is news to you guys. So like X like kind of like opens his eyes and says, "Wait, Launch Octopus? Where is he?" Well, who wants to know? Well, we're all trying to stop Launch Octopus here. He's a defected maverick that needs to be brought to justice.
We're maverick hunters.
She looks over and says, "Wait, hunters? You're all hunters. This is perfect. Then we need to get going ASAP." Like,
about that. I hold up Valentine.
Oh, what's wrong with Ask Jeeves over here?
God, what if I paused? Well, he decided to start making up some spikes. The fish over there.
Rude.
Also, Maestro, it's Ambrose. Ambrose is best girl. Carol is close. Carol is a close second.
So she looks over at Valentine and is, Well, first of all, just to give it like he just kind of looks over at X and says, "Look, I know a place where the security detail is a little thin, and I was stopped by that big goon over there on the way to for the surface for some supplies. I actually work for the refinery here, and I have an ocean to save, so I can guide you through these waters if need be. And if you need an incentive," she actually turns over to Valentine and utilizes her special weapon, which is going to roll her utility die. Oh my god. Can we get a screw the rules on this, for the love of God, please?
Please. Please, sir, may I have another?
Can we get one? I need one. No, we get nothing.
Yeah, Maestro talking a lot of shit.
I got it. Wild Tornado. Coming
Thank
in
you.
with that screw the rules.
You can't stop the top. We keep telling you that.
She looks at the damage and says, "It's pretty intensive, but I'll see what I can do. I might be able to stop the intensive damage, and actually, I should also get a bonus based on her lucidity.
Insomniac used it. Good job.
Much appreciated, guys. Oh, it's gonna be just enough. It's gonna be just enough. Holy crap. So Valentine, not only do you recover, your LE was at -7. You're gonna stabilize back at 0. You're also going to regain all 7 of your shield energy.
Holy shit.
In case you can't tell, I'm a rescue robot, so.
So wait, am I still unconscious?
You are still down at 0 life energy, but
Okay.
hey, would somebody like to grab one of the little things in Valentine's inventory? Because you have Valentine has a little as a member of the 3rd Deployment Corps, Valentine gets a unique thing, gets a unique trait where he gets 3 life energy capsules in his inventory.
I will take one and I will just cram it into his mouth, I guess.
Yeah, I can go ahead and do that. You'll go ahead and roll 1d4 plus 1 since it's on the basis of Valentine's lucidity.
That's 4.
Valentine, you are back up at 4 life energy out of 13.
Ah! Duh! I didn't do it.
Welcome.
No, she
You see a very beautiful blonde hair Reploid kind of tend to some of your wounds, saying, well, that should patch most of you up. How are you feeling?
You remind me of someone. Were you ever in a movie based on a book named Curiosity?
God.
No, but I think that one's got robot mermaids, right?
Maybe I'll grab a copy for Ambrose.
So X just kind of looks over and says, I appreciate your help, but even if you do know these waters, we can't let a civilian go along with us. She kind of looks over and says, well, wait, why not? Like, from the look of things outside of Big Blue over here, I'm one of the very few here equipped for the element. X says, be that as it may, we can't take you with us. So she kind of looks.
But we can't stop you from following us.
That's fair.
Or following in front of us.
No, X is like actually like kind of a little flustered. Says, no, we can't let her do that.
She's a private citizen. She can do as she wishes.
Wait. Kind of looks at him for a second. Do you not want me to go because I'm a girl? No! I mean, there's like a look of mock shyness across the mermaid's face. Before she wipes that off her face entirely, she zips across the water for a second to kind of look at him, and then smacks his face with her tail fin. It's gonna take a point of shield energy on X. Hey! What's the big idea? Look, I'm not some damsel in distress that needs a knight in shining armor, and you're a bit too young to fit the role, kiddo. Who are you calling kiddo?
I believe she was talking to you.
She looks over at the rest of you and says, if you want to actually know a way to get out of here alive and get to who you're looking for, the name's Marty. And let's do us a favor and actually fry up some octopus, shall we?
Beforehand.
Does it taste good?
I've heard, like, the takoyaki stuff tastes good. Especially with, like, mayo. I haven't tried it, actually.
I've been considering getting taste receptors. I wonder if it's worth it.
You don't have them?
No, didn't come equipped.
I thought they came free with the tongue.
It came free with your fucking tongue.
Well, listen, I wasn't exactly made standard. I was made to order.
Even then, the X kind of looks over and says, I have them, so I'm surprised that you don't. Though...
Something to do with olfactory and taste receptors messing up the stench of battle. I've worked on humans too, you know.
Oh, that makes sense, actually.
Miss Marty, was it?
Yeah, that's me.
We pulled up an actuator up there earlier. If you want, I can tune you into the frequency. It should enhance your auditory sensors.
X looks over and says, we should not be tying civilians into a hunter frequency.
We're not doing anything wrong.
Chap looks over at Chap and says, you're a naval armada guy. Back me up on this.
Chap shakes slightly and a broad range actuator drops out of him.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't get a chance to use it. No arms at all.
Am I able to just like add her to the frequency manually?
You
Or do I have
can.
to, like...
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're able to interface with her, would you like to perform an interface check on Marty?
Yeah.
Invite her to the Discord chat. As long as the messages don't leak, we're fine.
You know what? Depending on how high you get it, I'll even give you specs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll take it. 11's good enough for me. Would you guys like to see Marty's character sheet?
Yeah.
Wait, why am I acting excited? I have a fucking character sheet.
You do, as the one who ran this game prior, yes. Where is... There she is. Say hello to Marty.
To everyone's favorite.
Pay no
girl.
attention to the faction. You don't have that information. You'll get a little bit of information if you read very carefully. But Marty is an aquatic humanoid. She has fairly fair spread stats across the board. She's a little bit stronger than your average Reploid. Primarily aqua element, so acid and elect is not good for her, but aqua and fire is something that she can defend against. Slashing attacks, bad for her. Impacting attacks, okay. Seems to be covered in some really unique... while Ceratanium designs, but it is Ceratanium armor that she is using. And being a rescue type, she has some unique abilities. She is capable of using a unique special weapon called Rescue Patch, which is her own. It is unique to her and cannot be acquired, unfortunately, because it does LESE and CT healing all in one go.
You realize I'm gonna have to find a way to grab that when I eventually make a lifesaver.
How unfortunate. But she also has another unique special weapon that we may see later. Who knows? In any case, yeah. You got to learn a little bit more about Marty, a little bit more insight of how she's developed. And now you do know, because I did specify it to you, that she has 2s on her stats across the board, if you would like that information to be memorized in your brain case. So, good to know.
Commander X, I think you might need a bit of lessons in talking to the ladies. No offense.
She's a civilian. What are you talking about?
She's a civilian, but as you've seen, we're kind of... What's the saying? Up the creek without a paddle when this one, and I motion at Valentine, goes down.
You're right. He also looks over at you, Valentine. It's good to have you back. Can you regulate the rest of your repairs?
It's delightful to be back, although I don't know where I went. And yes, I can do that.
Pro tip, you do have a lifesaver kit, so when you're rolling your repair, make sure it's U2 plus your skill plus your stat.
Noted.
Yes. Would you like to go ahead and do a repair check to see if you can fix yourself back up before we move on?
Well, I suppose that's not a terrible idea.
Probably would be good.
I would like to try and help with that if I can.
Feel free.
I'd actually like to do it by using item sensor.
Oh, shit.
Interesting. Okay. So wait, you're utilizing item sensor to just kind of... How are you...
I'm utilizing item sensor as an item sensor.
Gotcha. I was just making sure.
Looking to see if there's anything in the area that might help with repairs.
That's a wonderful idea.
I
19.
don't know if I need it.
No, because you're good. You're able to detect within the immediate
Do I
vicinity.
feel better yet?
With a 19, you've managed to fix yourself back up to full LE. You are good. Congratulations.
Just like I never tried.
Yeah, because you gain like 9 LE back from that, so that should be fine. Yeah.
There's only one scratch on your chassis, though.
Pretty much.
I'm going to keep it forever.
Of course. Who cares about the paint job, am I right? Chap, you don't detect anything on the ocean floor that may be able to assist with repairs. I mean, obviously, if you blow up enough machines, there are salvage, and you do detect more gopher fish in the area. They are just kind of like before. They see what's going on with you guys, and they just kind of zip and weave through. These go over the ocean, like, space there. They're not attacking you guys. But you do happen to detect some type of item or energy signature up top, above you. You kind of take a look up, like take a quick gander, and you see what seems to be like a big green, like bottom, or like some type of like big green gap with basically pillars and poles stuck down into it. When you kind
Don't touch the butt.
When you see that, Marty points out, "Oh, that's the crane area of the refinery." Well, do you see anything up? Do you see something up there?
Yeah, I've got some kind of energy ping coming from up there.
Well, they tend to leave parts of the machines they haven't finished up there from time to time. I don't handle maintenance. I just, fix underwater spills mostly and help people when I can, so.
Would you like me to go check?
If you could, and I'll try and give Orcanus a good spot to go up and swim to check.
Sure. You can give them the exact coordinates, which I will provide. All right, Orcanus, I'm gonna need a swim check to get up top and a jump check to get over to the refinery area. I'll need both.
Man, jump, the thing I'm super great at.
Yeah.
I can use power for swim. Good to know.
Yep, you can.
That was a 9.
9 for swim is acceptable. You go and you make your way over there.
1d4 plus 3.
What was that noise again, Sean?
Hey, yo.
Thank you.
It's a fine. I'll make it to you again later. I know why you asked for it.
And an 8 for jump.
I believe, based on that, you attempt to make it with that hop, like that jump up upon like swimming up, but you only make it about like halfway to the midpoint of the crane area, and you are stuck, basically like hanging on one of the ledges. I'll make it so that way it was a climb rather than a jump, so you don't fall to your doom. Granted, you'd be falling back in the water, but it's fine. Would you like to make another attempt?
Sure, and overcomes everyone. I seem to be hanging on for dear life. That was an 11.
I'll give it to you. It's fine. With one quick hop up, you're able to go, to make it up to the top of the refinery. However, when you hop up to the crane area, you notice something very easily spottable in the distance overhead.
Oh no.
You have found the cruise-eiler. And more importantly, with its sensory skill check, which I'm gonna roll for.
Oh no.
It has found you too.
Oh no.
That's an epic in sensory, my dude.
Please get it. Please get us here. Please get us here. Please negatively.
The cruise-eiler has found you.
Oh no.
The ping, by the way, is coming from this box specifically.
Oh, over the comms. On the good news and bad news.
Did you find it?
I found it, and I think our target found me.
Wait, you see Launch Octopus?
No, Commander X, what do you call those giant green ship things? Cruise liners?
Carol actually patches into your comms. So Saki, you get a thing from here. She says, Cruisilers, yes, we can't allow that ship to reach Arcadia. There's no telling how long the remaining 6th Armada can hold out. Please dispatch of that immediately.
I look down at my dinky snowy spray, my 3 grenades, and my shotgun ice.
Marty just kind of looks at you guys and says, "Wait, what's going on?" Because you guys look kind of worried.
Oh, there's a big ship up ahead.
Hello, person I don't know.
Hi, I'm Saki. I'm with the guys. There's a green ship, a cruise liner.
Yeah, one of the big boat they brought in. I've been trying to not antagonize it. Wait, did you just antagonize that?
I think it saw me.
X says, we might not have a choice. We're gonna have to neutralize it.
I have a question.
Yes.
How far away is it? Including vertical,
yes.
I guess.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. 75 across and about a good 20 feet up, so I'd say 95 total.
Okay. I have ideas.
I also have ideas. And
Yep.
a very specific idea that needs Glacius to stay away a little bit.
We will take a second for you guys to discuss because this wasn't the direction I was planning on going. Because believe it or not, the plan that I thought was going to happen was we were going to go in the other direction, but we got caught.
I'm perfectly fine with just fucking hightailing it out.
It's fine. This is actually
my idea is to spend a lot of actions to get over there and then Susie clamp it.
Now, I don't know what Susie Clamp
I
does.
was gonna make it slam itself into an oil rig. I've seen what those things can do.
Are you wanting to make an attempt to hack, I hear?
Yes.
Oh no.
We are technically in downtime, so we haven't initiated combat just yet.
Yay.
Saki, make your roll at disadvantage.
If you can do this, I swear to God. That's
Alright, so let's talk about how hack works generally. Ronan, what is the minimum for a milestone 1 target to be hacked?
8 minus milestone, I believe, or 8 plus milestone.
It's 8 plus milestone. Yeah.
There we go. So it should be 9 for milestone 1.
This is milestone 4.
That means it's 12.
Yes, it would be 12. And I'm very surprised that you managed to get it even with disadvantage. Holy shit. Congratulations. You have actually hacked the Cruisiler.
holy shit.
Yay!
Maestro is upset. Yeah, you guys couldn't.
I am upset.
Now, my only problem is, you said oil rig.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's going to cause a lot of damage when the oil comes out to the marine life.
Yeah, but it neutralizes as fast as possible.
Yeah, actually, Marty is going to actually respond to that. Wait, what? You're going to drive it into the rig? You'll completely destroy this place.
I am on top of the rig.
Here, set the oil on fire, and it won't spill anyway. It'll just burn off.
We can't really make it... neutralize it as fast as possible. We can't really make it run away.
Yeah, you can't... You're going to kill the ocean life.
As ocean life myself, Okay, can I do a sensory check to look at the surrounding area?
Feel free.
Hey, icebergs? Let's Titanic this shit.
That's kind of it. Hold up.
I mean,
So-
Saki, the fate of this the fate of this marine ecosystem is in your hands.
I got sick. God dang it.
What are you specifically looking for?
Just to see the surroundings, to see if there's anything that they could probably crash the thing into that wouldn't damage wildlife.
I mean, you could probably, if you don't crash it into the oil drums themselves, into the refinery itself, or not refinery, the crane area might be a little bit, it may not do as much damage, but it may be something. There's all,
Speaking of the Ouroboros, how far away is it from here?
you have, the Ouroboros you don't see, actually.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
We have
Okay, so
not
I
gotten
don't know
there
about
yet.
that, so I can't
You
use
don't know
that.
about that. You don't have that info, yes.
Yeah. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
For the stuff that my character does know,
Mm-hmm.
if we can try to crash it into the crane area. Wait, no, there's also spikes as well, but I don't know if it can actually fit into that small spot.
Would you like to make an attempt?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's grab. Make a swim check by locking its. What did you lock, by the way? Was it power or mobility?
Mobility.
Mobility, got it.
Boy.
Make a swim check, please. Pro tip: it is going to be epic, so it's going to be you plus 1d12 plus its power. No, plus its mobility of 4.
Yeah, as the
Oh.
person who knows about this, I'm scared.
That is 4d6s of damage. Okay, interesting. 3 points of shield energy and 7 points of life energy. It begins to start, like, dragging itself into the spikes, and you can hear, even underwater, like, a massive creaking sound. However, in response to, like, the activation of its systems, realizing that something is going horribly wrong, it retaliates. And I know you didn't want to act. I know you were trying, but now I'm going against what you were trying to do. I'm going to drop a hollow charge bomb. And it's going to go directly here. You plus 1d6 plus 3. That is a 9 to hit. The oil cannot evade.
I didn't
Excellent
drop
job.
the bomb, I swear!
Saki.
Holy shit! So that's 14 points of fire impacting damage against oil.
I'm sorry. I tried putting it in spikes.
So, the way this is going to work... Cobalt, you got to read this at one point.
Oh boy, I have to pull up the sheet.
Give me a second. It might not actually have... No, it does. Like, how the oil is done. I need to actually find it. Give me a second. It may
I
not...
don't think it's gonna help, Zyler.
I'm gonna have to go back and read it. Just give me a sec. I apologize. Ritual casting math.
Okay,
Oh, actually... the oil is specified. No, here it is. The oil refinery. No, that's hollowed out tunnel entrance. I need to know specifically. I actually had this written somewhere, but I actually think I may have yeeted it out because I was still making choices for it. Okay, so actually, it should be. No, there actually needs to. I have it written somewhere. Oh my god, did I lose it? I lost the roll. The roll is gone. It's been removed. I'm gonna have to re-add it when I add the. I'm gonna have to make that addition to the module. I must have tossed it out. Okay, I remember. This is going to roll for each explosion. 3d8 for each explosion. The first one is going to trigger here, which is going to cause that one to go. Which, because it's on a 20-foot radius, 5, 10, 15, 20, is going to cause that one to go, which is going to cause that one to go. So how many d8s am I rolling, guys?
12d8.
12d8!
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
What's the name of that thing that I made up? That was, a bubble?
Which bubble?
For humans.
Oh, the cryo, the cryostasis, or the cryo tank?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'd have one, right?
No, because you're not human.
What? No, I use it on humans.
I
Wait.
don't think we popped it on your character sheet. Why?
Because I want to trap the oil in it.
No!
Sean, I have a question.
Yes.
What's gonna happen to where I'm to the fucking crane thing that I'm
I'm
standing
glad
on?
you asked. Rolling 12d8. Don't worry about it.
Saki.
So, let me go on the amount of shield energy that it's about to
Does
lose.
anybody have a containment capsule?
1, 2, 3. So I have to go on the... So that's 3, 6, 7. There's all its shield energy. So let me calculate this, because it's already lost 7 shield energy. So that's 7... Or no, 7 life energy, sorry. Plus 5, plus 3, plus 8, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 6, plus 1, plus 8, plus 7. This thing is in shambles. I also have to take care of its own core threshold because it absolutely ruptures at this point. So I have to roll another 1d8 for its own explosion. So give me a second. Oh my god. Pro tip. This Cruiser completely erupts. Just goes... just absolutely just annihilated. Yes, the 21XX stream directed by Michael Bay. Absolutely. The oil rig goes off. And you were asking about what happens. These boxes over here on top of it get caught in the blast by the explosion because it's 5, 10, 15, 20. This particular one right over here is Ceratanium Crate 2. Ceratanium Crate 2 is full of several sealed solar energy cores, various Ceratanium plates.
Oh no.
That's another 3d8 that goes off.
So, casual reminder that I don't really have shield energy, so thank you, Saki, for killing me.
I didn't know those were in there.
It's fine. So yeah, you're out of shield energy.
Yeah.
And you'll take technically half of this, so you'll take 11.
Cool, so I'm down to -1.
Whee! As Glacial Orcus gets flung back into the water. I'm trying to make you fall gracefully. Apparently, you just fall flat. So a really cool thing that happens, though, the remainder of the Cruiser in its shambles basically continue to drop into the spikes below, and manage to cause, like, the ground beneath it to sink as it begins to fall and create this large chasm, and you eventually hear a massive thudding sound that takes place. Say, Valentine, Orcanus is in a lot of pain right now.
Orcanus is shut down.
Yes, I was definitely going to pop in with my actuator.
Oh, your lifesaver actuator? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's gonna be untrained, or actually U2 plus your stat plus your skill plus your stat. Sorry. So that'll be it'll
yes.
be U2 plus 1d10 plus 3.
That's just my normal lifesaver.
Yeah, that's with your lifesaver kit. That's with your repairing. Yeah. Okay. Round that up to 5. Glacial Orcanus, you are back up at 4.
I'd carry you, darling, but honestly.
Actually, Marty actually looks over and says, "Okay, you know what? We're gonna just fix all this all together right now." Holy shit.
Saki, in the future, wait until you have all the information.
Hey, yo, Glacial Orcanus, enjoy a free heal back to full SE and LE.
Oh, thank you. He's still mildly annoyed, but he looks over at Marty and goes, "You are an angel."
Yeah, it's what I do. What, you guys don't have people that rescue like this? You guys must be a pretty shoddy group of Maverick hunters.
We lost a good number.
We just joined.
Wait, lost? Oh. Yeah, no, X actually approaches and says, I don't know if you know what's going on, but Sigma defected, and he took a lot of his generals with him. Wait, like the big leader guy?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Sorry. So it's a lot worse than the oceans just getting messed up by an AWOL hunter. Well, that sucks. So I'm gonna actually say at this point, we're 3 hours in. This is generally where we kind of do a cutoff point here. I really like this. This was too much fun. I don't actually want to make this a, I don't want to end this. Do you guys want to go for one more hour?
Sure.
Don't end it.
I am unable.
That's understandable.
I have to work in the morning.
Yes, and I know you have to work in the morning. I want to keep this going.
May I make an offer?
What's your offer? What's your offer?
Well, for those who are unaware, I've been doing the public playtest, and we have only gotten 1/2 of this wonderful module. I'm thinking when the second module comes out, give him a couple months maybe, because I know you have plans for March. We hit round 2.
I actually will do you one better, because technically March was going to be kind of an in-between thing, and I wouldn't mind actually doing this, finishing the other half of it when it's relevant. So, alright, chat. Launch Octopus Part 2 airs on the first Friday of March, which will be March 7th. Let me make sure that's right.
Yep.
I want to make sure that
Assuming we're all available.
Yeah, I'm available.
I'm available.
Let's go ahead. But I'm also making sure because pro tip, one of our CtrlAltCrit members, Michael, is getting married in that week, and I want to make sure that I'm not going to be missing a wedding rehearsal by running that game at that time. So give me a second before I lock myself into that. No, still good. We're still fine, because I did have a 21XX stream on that day, so it is fine. So yes, March 7th, 2025, we will be running Part 2 of the Launch Octopus Showcase. We will actually showcase two of the really cool encounters, of course. If you guys have played through Mega Man X before, look forward to the big bad before we get to the other big bad at the bottom of the ocean. The little bad and the big bad. It's fine.
Yes, also, Saki, I am so sorry. Ambrose is probably going to be strangling you. You almost got her boyfriend murdered. I'm just saying.
So the one thing that I apparently forgot to note on your sheet, which I'm glad nobody tried to blow up your oil rigs before, is apparently how much damage they dealt. So my apologies. I do have it written in my notes. I just will have to add it to the module.
Well, good. It means Zyler's here. I'm willing to bet he's gonna do that.
Well,
Or,
we didn't want to completely destroy the ocean life, but things happen, I guess.
Yeah, I tried to do it without making it explode. It chose to explode.
It
Listen,
chose
guys.
to.
We're gonna lose Zoe. We're gonna lose Zoe.
You could have pulled the Titanic and just dragged it across the rock wall.
I tried to drag it along the spikes.
Yeah, how'd that work for you?
Okay. Did y'all have fun tonight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing.
Hell yes. Hello, Valentine lore drops.
This was incredible. It was good to get to play Glacial again. He might be one of my favorite characters.
How did you guys like Marty being introduced into the system for the first time?
God, I'm so grateful.
Because of the outline behind it, like where she was outlined of like the angel urge, I thought she was a shrimp. And like first, like second is like, why is the shrimp there? Oh, that's Marty.
Yep. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
the color scheme design was requested by Marcus of all of CtrlAltCrit members because he's like, it looks like them fish from Mega Man 2.
Aw, Zoe.
It's like, damn, he's right. It's a great color scheme. Well, also,
It's not even like the fish. I don't think it's the fish he was like thinking of because he was like the big fish is like the gray one.
yeah, well, no, it's like a specific like fish design, but yeah, no.
Yeah, it's like an angler fish,
Yeah,
but
no.
like big fish is the gray one.
Yeah. I don't remember the name. We brought it up at some point. But yeah, no. It's also her current color reflects the her like future color that she canonically has in X2, so it made sense. Of course, all the fantastic art that you've seen of Chap here, Marty, and what we'll see for part 2 with the Udoboros is done by the fantastic Spring Queen, who does amazing key artwork for 21XX and is one of our lead artists. Please give her a round. Follow her on social media. She's going to be posting content of more 21XX material over time as time goes on. We appreciate all the work that she does. It's above and beyond. Like she's got the Suetsugu style on point. Of course, also Unarmored X is also showcased earlier tonight as well. Thanks also to our original key artists and also prominent artists as well, Linnell, who did the fantastic work on Valentine and a lot of the original characters in the 21XX book. So definitely, again, good artwork all around. Shout outs to also one of our community members, Skippy, who did some fantastic art for Glacial Organist here to bring the character to life, which, always good. Fellow member of our community, longtime member of our community, doing great work.
Avid Star Droid simp. All I'm saying.
I guess I should probably announce what's going to happen during March 7th as well, because not only are you guys going to be getting a 21XX session, and we are going to do Launch Octopus Part 2 then, we will also be... Can we get a drum roll? It's fine. Drum roll, please, everyone. We will be releasing version 0.6 of the 21XX Foundation Guide on March 7th. So not
I was
only
trying to do a drum roll, but I don't think it was loud enough.
So not only will you be able to experience the stream, but you will also get some really fantastic updates, which will include some of the stuff that you've seen tonight during the Launch Octopus session. In addition, later that month, in March, we will start to release the first of several 21XX modules. You guys have asked for it outside the release of the Foundation Guide with Central Highway, and it is coming. You will be getting an initial release of a couple of X1 modules. If you guys aren't probably already guessing, they may be the ones that we've already showcased. In addition to some original modules that you may have experienced if you've been on our Discord and done some playtest games. So just check those out. I'm trying to think I won't get too much into it from here, but big surprise, 0.6 is dropping next month. So For those who have been asking about the big 0.6 changes, you'll get to see them pretty quickly. And we might talk about a little bit of them on stream. So that's going to be an interesting thing. Well, we'll see the evolution of 0.5 into 0.6 next session. And literally when our players start during that next time, they're going to be playing with the new version update right out of the gate. So that'll be fun. Trying to think if there's any other big announcements that I need to make outside of that. I think that's pretty big enough. I guess if you want to support 21XX, wink wink, nudge nudge, hint hint, you can support us as a subscriber at patreon.com/CtrlAltCrit or ko-fi.com/CtrlAltCrit. You can also check out our merch and get some cool 21XX shirts. They're really fun. Pretty neat. Can't wait to dip into 0.6 when it comes out. Me too. I definitely can wait to make every single version update for every character. No later stream in March. It's gonna be we're gonna do Launch Octopus Part 2. I think for the sake of my sanity. If we can get another one in, we'll see. But usually I keep them to one stream a month because of the amount of work I gotta do. Because for all you cool subscribers, like some of the folks I played with tonight, y'all play games every month with me, which is really cool. And hopefully in the future you'll get to play some games with other operators, other admin operators that are not just me. Autumn, please, would be nice. I'm dying here.
I have an entire book series to complete writing.
Understood. Ronan, help me. Ronan, please.
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right, let's go. We'll announce more 21XX subscriber games, and of course more public 21XX games over time as we go. Is there any other shout-outs that our other admins would like to make?
Buy Autumn's book.
Yeah, I was about to say, go read Curiosity.
Curiosity by Autumn Potts. Well,
You know, hold up. Let me check my local Barnes & Noble. Let me just see if Barnes & Noble actually sells this. If it doesn't,
I think you have to request it. Pretty sure.
You have to request it if you're going for a physical copy, but they definitely sell it online.
That's true.
Alright, fine, I'll check Amazon.
Hey Ronan, what's our backseat gaming this month?
Well, I was actually gonna go over some of the other stuff we have going on this month.
What we got?
For our Control Magic Spell Table, next week we have Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yo!
Nice.
We're gonna take you for a ride, and don't miss out on that one because I'm playing the meme deck. I'm playing Guile, so flash kicks for days.
That's the black element user, right?
Yes, from Chrono Cross, yes, but Guile from Street Fighter is different. We'll go play more Chrono Cross tonight before bed.
Well, you know what type of guy to make next in the system. You got get Surge.
I would. Yeah, I would. That would be fun. Luminaires for days.
Next Friday we have a crit chat.
Yeah.
All about the MCU.
Okay.
I believe there's going to be some rankings and some decisions being made in that stream.
It's going to be actually a re-inauguration of a series that Marcus wanted to start a while ago that we're putting in through crit chat. So we'll talk about that when we get to it. Yeah.
And then at the end of this month, the Backseat Gaming is going to be Adventures to Go on the PSP.
I have heard you talk about this game, and I have not actually seen it, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how it plays.
I do enjoy my tactics games. This is definitely one of those.
One of the tactical games of all time, or
Well, it is. It kind of. Yes, kind of.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's as much as I'm going to leave it at.
Okay.
And we don't have to leave town to do anything. So
Sweet. That's always fun. Yeah, sounds like a fun-filled month to end out the rest of February. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you guys very much for playing. Love was in the air.
Valentine's Day.
Yes, love was in the air tonight. I actually almost thought, Valentine, I think you actually made an impression on Marty tonight more than X did.
Good. I ship it.
Yeah, well, she's solid, and she's a woman of good stature, and she deserves to be treated as such.
Oh god. We may have started something, guys.
Look, I'm perfectly fine with this. You know, we'll make it a double date. You know, Valentine and Marty, myself and Ambrose. I'm sure that'll
Who's-
go.
I'm dating.
She's Valentine's gonna get some tail tonight.
God fucking gay. None of you are seeing him. None of you.
Oh,
Good night, everybody.
figure out a beach episode.
I'm done. I'm done.
All right, take care, everybody.
Valentine's Day.
We'll
Man.
see you in March for the second half of Launch Octopus. Take care.
Jesus Christ.